sorry, I didn't hear what you said.
Hey there.
Hey.
What's going on, baby?
Hi, what's up?
Oh, you tell me. What's up? Hey? Oh.
Yeah. All right.
How'd you sleep last night? Sleep
Not good.
No, me neither. What's going on out there?
I don't know.
Is it a full moon?
I don't think so. I'm not
Is
sure.
there some change in climate?
Maybe that's it. I don't know.
Yeah, we officially in spring and big time summer right around the bend.
Yeah.
We don't deal in corners.
No.
Yeah,
A lot
I
of
was
tossing and turning. And
yeah, I like went to sleep at my normal time, 10 o'clock. So lame to say. I'm sorry. Yeah, I apologize. 10 o'clock, Terry. Fell asleep pretty much right away, but then woke up at 10:20.
Yeah.
Like a 10-minute start. And then I was like, wow. So I went on the
refreshed. Where's the orange juice?
And
Let's get rolling for the day.
went down to my office, was on the computer till after midnight.
Wow.
And, then didn't fall asleep till almost 1.
Oh, great.
Woke up around 3.
Yeah.
Fell back to sleep till about 5.
Okay. Yeah, I know how that goes.
But
Feeling more refreshed than ever.
so it should be a fascinating day. Just don't try my patience.
Oh, jeez. I hate those days.
You guys don't properly medicate, I don't think, before you go to bed.
Maybe that's the problem.
Sober. Oh, I'm time for bed now. I'm very awake.
If you'd like to publish the Hot Shots Got tips to a better night's sleep, why don't you give us the top 3 tips?
Well, I don't want to give away all my secrets. You have to buy my book for that.
All right.
Oh, wow.
Call you 900 number?
Yes.
Okay. Anyway, it should be a fascinating morning, don't you know?
Oh, good deal.
Yes.
Always is, every day.
Oh, geez, is that right?
Yes.
Wow.
Absolutely.
Never heard you quite say that.
Oh.
It's nice to know.
Good.
Come back. We got to started right after these words.
The T-Man Show.
The video is sickening.
Oh, yeah.
A 16-year-old girl is punched and slapped.
This is what everyone's going to be talking about this morning, Terry. We're going to have to put this video immediately up on the TManShow.com. This is what everybody is going to be gathering around the water coolers of America and discussing today, Terry. Don't you know? Put the video up on the TManShow.com immediately. Now, I'm not going to... you know where to find it, Paige. So all I got to do is Google high school girl beaten like a rented mule, and I'm sure you'll find it.
High school girl beating like a rented mule.
Terry, you've heard of it, right? You know what I'm
Yes.
talking about.
And I'm just...
You're sickened, you're
sickened, and
heartbroken, you're what?
it just...
We're not going to get too deep into it right now. That's all I'm going to say. We have all morning to discuss it. I'm going to put the video up as soon as possible so people can actually follow along with what we're discussing when we do decide to take it on, head on.
Over and over in a relentless assault by 6 girls she thought were her friends.
No, she shouldn't have thought that. Girls have no friends.
Yeah, I'm kidding.
Girls should never think they have friends.
Yeah.
Oh, I do. You know me.
This is a video of a girl's true friends right here. Beating her ass.
Yeah.
And not allowing her to leave. Cornering her like a rat, Terry.
Yeah.
And then just pummeling her. And that's... Me and Vinnie the Pooh were just watching it during the break. And he just commenting, well, why doesn't she fight back? Why is she just sitting there taking it?
Well, she could have swung.
Well, but...
First of all, she's rail thin.
Yeah.
Second of all, there's 6 of them. And she probably thought if she just doesn't fight back, eventually they'll let her go.
Nah, wasn't the case.
That was not the case.
Right.
That was the
Which
wrong
is
strategy.
even
They want her
worse.
to fight back, so they have a reason to hit her
Yeah,
harder.
right.
Oh, well, she's punching me. I better hit her.
Right.
Yeah.
She didn't strike back, and they still found reason to hit her pretty hard.
Yeah.
Now she's,
And, like, caused
she's
permanent
permanently damaged.
Yeah.
Maybe they thought that, that let her off the hook. Well, she's hitting me, too. Mm-hmm. They kept begging her to hit her, to fight back.
Really?
Yeah, screaming at her.
See,
"Fight
we watched it without audio.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We'll put it up, but the computer that I was watching it on had no speakers.
Yeah.
Is this 1994?
I think it's a 95 computer.
Okay, good.
Big upgrades.
I'll play in Tetris.
And this is going to be major news over the next couple of days. It was what was it now? A MySpace retaliation or what?
Apparently, they were upset because of some MySpace comments.
These were all cheerleaders.
Yes, supposedly.
These are the cheerleaders that I remember,
Right.
Terry.
No,
that
not at
supposedly the victim had said, just, crap talking, of course.
She started crap talking on MySpace.
Supposedly. That's
they
the
say.
alleged report. That's what happened. So now they're retaliating and...
And there's been a bunch of stories over the past past, I'd say 12 months about MySpace retaliations. This one...
Bullying.
Bullying. This one is the greatest example we have now up to the minute. This latest one is the primest, most in-your-face example. This one is going to be filled with colors, pictures, sounds, and smells, and this one will be undeniable now. This one, if you had doubts over the whole MySpace bullying thing, this time you'll say, all right, there's something going on here that now I can actually see and start to understand. I wonder if Terry Cam is going to turn into this eventually. I wonder if the Rainbow Coalition is going to one day corner some T-Man listener and pummel him or her like that, Terry.
I would hope not.
Hope not.
GPO, look out.
I wish they would do something stupid like that.
Watch out there, VTP. You might be the first victim.
What are they going to do? They're going to corner me? I wish they would.
Have you seen Elusive J?
Yeah, have you seen Elusive J?
He fit you in his goatee.
He's not accurately named. Let's just put it that way.
Food, not elusive.
And have you
The
seen
treadmill, very
Jerko?
elusive.
Yeah, he's not small either.
Screw them.
Wow.
Oh.
The Pooh ain't just taking it.
I'm swinging.
He's not going with the strategy of if I don't hit them, they'll eventually stop hitting me.
Nope.
Him and his 140-pound frame is firing back at the 400-pounders.
They
Yeah.
invite you over for a sleepover. Be careful.
Careful.
Yeah, that's what they did with this girl. They invited her over for a sleepover. She thinks, oh, my friends are inviting me over for a sleepover.
Yeah. Popcorn, records, pigtails.
I have such good friends, and they're waiting with cameras. Not just one, but multiple cameras, Terry.
Right.
So in their minds, they were prepared to become not only girls that retaliated for what they thought was offensive remarks against them on MySpace, but also become legendary YouTube video makers.
I know.
That's the whole thought process. That was what they told the police. They wanted to become famous on YouTube. Well, they're famous on YouTube. I'm not sure exactly the way they envisioned, because now they're in jail, right? They're currently still in jail, these girls, right?
Yes. Yep, spending their spring break in jail, having a good old time. That poor girl, the poor victim, just...
I felt horrible.
Oh, my gosh.
She could be a total, like...
It doesn't matter.
Right, exactly what I was about to get to. It's like
gosh.
the sympathy that you're going to feel for her when you watch this video is just going to be undeniable. Even if she's like the biggest attitude little 16-year-old.
Anybody the right.
No one deserves that.
The fact that she got beaten like that and she doesn't even like look to retaliate, just looking to get the hell out of there.
Right.
I heard there were boys outside the door that were
acting guards,
acting as lookouts.
I seen her trying to, like, at one point trying to reason with him and just...
All right, as I said, let's not get too deep into this just yet. This will be discussed about an hour from now, perhaps. I don't know. Let's just get ourselves settled in this morning. There's got to be other things going on that we can talk about, Terry, before we talk about the 10th grade beating, or whatever it is. 11th grade?
11th,
Probably 10th,
I would say.
16, probably 10th.
10th grade beating. Are you seconds away from your 10th grade beating? I hope not. Terry has children of all ages. I'm sure there are a couple that you're worried about.
There are.
Wow.
Getting ready to...
Would you rather them be on the giving end or the receiving end if you had to choose one?
How about neither end?
You have to choose one.
I'm not choosing one.
Life on the line, Terry. You got to choose one. Do you choose your daughter to be on the giving end or the receiving
Neither
end?
one.
Oh, come on.
She refuses to choose.
I refuse
It's an easy
to
question.
choose. No.
Refuse to choose.
I just don't. I don't. I would hate either situation.
You got to give in, Terry.
No.
You have to give in. That's the whole part of the. That's part of the fun.
No.
Terry probably put her kid down before doing that.
Right. I probably
Put her
would.
kid to sleep.
Sorry, I'm going to knock you out instead as your parent so you don't have to go through any of it.
Before the end of the show, ladies and gentlemen, Terry
I will
Free
not choose.
Terry Free will give in.
No, I won't.
And she will have to make a decision.
Whatever.
She's as stubborn as a rented mule.
The
I am a
weather.
rented mule.
Well, you get your money's worth with those rent meals.
Where do you rent those? You-Haul?
You can rent anything there.
U-Haul has a mule wing. Anyhow.
I need a trailer, a wind blower, leaf blower, and a mule. If you have any of those, please.
Ladies and gentlemen, you know as well as I that if we apply enough pressure on Terry B. Free, by the end of this here show, she will, in fact, make a decision. It's just a hypothetical, Terry. It's just a...
I don't care. I don't like those kind of hypotheticals.
I love the life on the line hypotheticals. I love them.
The reason being is because those it's no longer a hypothetical when it's actually happening in real world.
This happened in real world, yes. But this one...
So it just, I mean, and the fear that...
Okay, this one is just a hypothetical, though. If you had to put one of your children in as part of this situation, would you rather them be on the giving end of the beating or the receiving end? Refuse to choose?
Refuse to choose.
Refuse to choose.
We'll give you that right now. But by the end of this here show, it's going to be fun to apply enough pressure. In just the right spots.
Last week, South Park did a thing on people on YouTube who become stars on YouTube and think it doesn't get them anywhere. They don't make any money. Like, what's the point of being a star on YouTube?
What is
like
the
they
point?
had the chocolate rain guy, the gopher, everybody.
Because 99.999% of the people that look to be stars on YouTube weren't going to get anywhere anyway.
Yeah.
So it's not like they lost anything.
Yeah. But it's like...
It's not like they blew a career like... who recently did something that just totally blew their career we were talking about over the past few days? Yeah, that person.
Yeah, Britney Spears. Yeah.
Jamie Lynn.
Yeah.
But her is a little bit more of a... less of a low-rent kind of... Well, pretty close. Anyway, you will, in fact, have no choice but to make a decision, Terry. That's part of the program, don't you know? And even though you're looking like you're putting up your body language even speaks of a defensive posture that you're making right now, suggesting that you're going to go 4 hours this morning without choosing.
Correct.
We will wear her down, ladies and gentlemen.
Well, many have
Collectively.
tried. Many
As
have
a group.
tried, and it doesn't work.
I've heard this story differently, Terry, but that's all right.
No. I can't even imagine.
Just a fun little game. Life
Not
on the
a
line.
fun... It
Of course
really
you know.
bothers
You don't
me.
want to say out loud that
No,
if you had to choose life on the line. I understand that you would rather them not be on either end, but if you had to choose, of course you're going to say you want them to be on the giving end, I guess, because even though the two options you realize in your mind suck,
I would really hate
you don't
to
want them
think
to
that...
be sitting there getting... You would
But
go
I
in
would-
there with an Uzi if you saw your child being beaten like this.
I would really actually even hate to think that my child could even do that to another person.
I understand that,
cruelly.
and I understand that, and that's not what I'm saying. I'm not saying that your child
that's
is in either camp, Terry.
I'd have to take a look at myself as a parent and go, where did I go wrong?
Okay,
Seriously.
but if you had,
There is no had.
Whoa.
Not in my world.
all right. A lot of people are calling in that haven't seen the video yet.
Oh, my gosh.
The video will be up when, Pastela? When? It's up already?
Just on hold on.
Okay, he's saying there's at least a link right now
Okay.
on the tmanshow.com that will get you to this video. So all you got to do is punch up thetmanshow.com. Put it in like bold print because people are calling in saying they don't see it on the website, Pastela. Do you hear me? Whitey?
Whitey. Oh, that's right. Somebody in the Terry Cam chat room already said Whitey.
Do you hear me, Whitey?
Yes.
Okay.
Did he ever get it yet? Did he ask for an explanation?
He doesn't know why we're calling him Whitey.
Yeah.
He doesn't care. That's the funny part.
I bet you care
sounds good,
why
dude.
we're calling you Whitey. You really don't care?
Really not.
No, I didn't think so. Well, just so you know, a client of the program, you know, we have sponsors. I don't know if you're aware of that. You know that? Yeah.
Right.
Well, they tend to, want to hang out. They're cool a lot of times. And I was meeting up with a client. And they said, I like when Whitey, is that what he called it? I was like, you mean Pasty? Oh, yeah, Pasty. I like when he comes on the air.
You called me Whitey?
Yeah. They got a little confused for a second, and instead of calling you Pasty, they referred to you as Whitey. So I thought, hey, let's go with that.
Yeah, I like
I'm
it.
good with that.
It's not a stretch from Pasty, right? I mean,
Like, who's this Whitey? I'm like, oh, you mean Pasty?
that's great.
Yeah.
You know, too, they have pictures of all the girls and the
Yeah.
guys involved. And
You don't see the guys. In the video I saw, you never see the guys. Now, I told you
Right.
they acted as lookouts from what
when
I
they're
heard.
outside or something. Yeah, that's
But
what
why are they in such... Well, I guess you're for your...
Well, you're enabling...
Aiding and abetting.
Yeah,
Yeah, I guess.
exactly. Guilty by association.
Anything to try to get in the girls' drawers, too.
Yeah.
I'll watch.
That's all they were trying to do.
Oh, that's it.
They just want to be in good with the cheerleaders.
So sad.
They probably weren't even aware of what was going on behind the closed door, and
Jeez.
I'm sure they had an idea, though. I'll take that back.
Yeah,
Do
you
anything
think?
those girls told them to do.
Those girls aren't even that hot, though.
Not enough.
Cheerleaders in my school just seemed a lot hotter. Man. What city was
There's
this
a
in?
couple that are not, that are cute.
What city was this in?
Where is it? Lakeland, Florida.
Oh, it's always Florida.
I know, what the hell? Stay away from Florida.
All the scandals of our country, 90% of them come from Florida.
All
At
right.
some point, they may just take a big jigsaw and cut it off and float it out into the water and let them fighting on their own, just get it out of the country. Too much bad stuff comes out of there.
Justin, you're on the air real quick. What can I do for you, bud?
I just wanted to say that you can actually make money on YouTube.
Well,
If you get enough views like that Chocolate Rain guy or a couple others, Chris Crocker and stuff, you can actually get paid per view if you get at least like 100,000 views per video.
Chris, someone like Chris Crocker can get some mileage and make some kind of living, perhaps, or at least an allotment of cash thrown his way if he gets enough hits. If you establish that you draw attention to the point where you're getting so many hits that it's just undeniable, they will respond. But this is not the kind of video that's going to make anyone money. These girls couldn't have thought that this video that they were prepared to make was going to have, I don't know, some kind of a website offer sponsored by some corporation was going to come their way. That couldn't have been what they were thinking.
Right.
They weren't thinking that they were going to make money off this unless they were the really dumb 16-year-olds, of which there are so many that maybe I should have realized that there's a better chance
just
than I
go to
thought.
high school.
Another
and-
TV
Well, a lot of
brought to you by
people-
Meineke.
Right.
A lot of people actually put these videos out there because they know that one of the top keywords that gets searched is fight.
Yeah.
Girl fights especially.
That's true. Girl fights get a lot of... I just told you a couple of weeks ago that I spent an afternoon watching nothing but girl fights for about 3 hours straight.
Yeah, you can easily get lost in it.
This one...
That's
That's not a fight, though. I don't call this a fight. It's more of an ambush. I mean,
This is a total ambush,
jumping.
That's a good way to put it. This is not a fight. Even though one of the fights I watched that I told you about a couple weeks ago was one girl getting her head pummeled on the sidewalk, Terry, and it just looked like she wanted no part of that fight. That was a pseudo-ambush as well, and a lot of times these are more ambushes than fights that you're seeing. I kind of like the outside the club fights. Those seem a little more. Those seem a little more fair.
Right,
and
right.
everyone's.
Oh, that's my man. Step back.
Right, and that just seems like it's a lot more deserving of whoever gets the beating was much more entitled to what they got as opposed to this girl who thought she was going over for a slumber party.
No, it's okay.
Brought my
We'll have
favorite-
tickle fights and Ben and Jerry's, and she just got her
paint
ass.
toes and nails and stuff.
She just got beaten
She did. It's
like a rag doll.
holding the SpongeBob sleeping bag, taking shots of the melon. What you thought?
Now I'm having flashbacks to a couple years ago at your place.
Oh, that was awesome.
Oh, yeah. S'mores and the works.
You mean ambush Whitey?
ambush Whitey.
Justin!
Yep.
Thank you for the call, sir.
Yeah, no problem.
Take care. But we're not going to talk about this yet, Terry.
Jeez.
But most people aren't getting rich off YouTube, was my point. I mean, 0.0001% of people may make
But if
money.
the perception is that you can get rich, that's all it takes.
But why? Why is there a perception?
If people think they can get rich.
Why? Why would they think that?
Because-
Who's rich? Chris Crocker's loaded now. He lives at home.
Yeah, okay.
His parents.
I thought it was his grandparents.
No one's had more hits than Chris Crocker. He lives with his grandparents.
Chris Crocker has gotten millions upon millions and millions of hits, but the belief is that he's gotten offers. And he's just,
I bet.
he's just not. I'm talking about like
monetary. Oh, okay.
monetary
Got it,
offers.
got it.
Yes.
I don't think Spielberg's going to call up these chicks and say, I loved your cinematography in this meeting. Thinking about Indiana Jones 7. Maybe you guys would be interested.
Wow. That would be quite the offer.
Yes.
Yes. But even if you just wanted to hang a banner ad on their YouTube video for Indiana Jones 7, then you can get rich that way.
Man.
One banner ad, you're good for life.
Chocolate Rain guy still living in dorms.
Okay.
Chocolate Ray was the most overrated video ever.
Mesmerizing.
I am so bored watching that video. I can't get through 4 minutes of that crap.
It is addicting. I play it on my iPod.
All right, let's
I
watch
do
it again
it
during the
too.
break.
Jeez.
It's so
You watch it
addictive.
without the video?
No, I
you
listen
have
to
it
it.
on
I love this.
on
I think
your
it's
video
just
iPod.
an addicting song. It's great.
I
And the fact that
don't.
this little skinny guy has a voice like this. That's not funny to watch.
It's hilarious.
All right, let me try it again during the break.
Okay.
The T-Man Show.
Irritating.
No, this isn't scary, Terry. This is the... You ask a question, I'll tell you the answer to it.
Sounds really irritating already.
Well, I will tell you that this probably is the most hit video in YouTube history so far. Now, YouTube doesn't have the most rich history in the world. It's been around pretty much on a mainstream level for about 2-3 years. I mean, 3 years ago, let's be honest, YouTube is a part of everyone's life in an integral fashion today.
Very much so.
It's like having cable TV.
However, 3 years ago, who really knew of YouTube? Raise your hand. It seems like you did.
Right.
But if you actually think about it, in the year 2004, 2005, you didn't know what YouTube was. It's hard to believe considering how much we all go to it today.
Right.
All right.
No, I
Now, with that said,
oh.
your question, Terry.
What is
are you
that?
listening to?
Yeah.
You could be listening to, I don't have verification on this, but I feel pretty confident in saying that if it's not the most hit video in YouTube history It's pretty damn close.
Leave Britney alone might be its only competition.
This is Chocolate Rain.
Really?
This is how you get famous, teenage girls.
Yeah, you don't ambush and pummel a 78-pound girl.
Let rain.
Oh, my God.
Some stay dry and others feel the pain. Chocolate rain. A baby born will die before the sin.
This is entertainment in 2008, Terry. Personified.
The school books say it can't be here again. Chocolate rain. The prisons make you wonder where it went. Chocolate rain.
Just random thoughts.
Build a tent and say the well is dry. Chocolate rain.
In no discernible order.
Turn the camera out and see the light. Chocolate rain. Forecast to be falling yesterday.
See Vinnie dance on a barrel to this.
Oh, wow.
Play this in the club, he's an idiot.
If you don't mix this somehow into the
Chocolate rain.
club situation.
Almost 19 million hits. People know it.
It's on. Are you kidding me? Let's do it. I swear.
Come on, you don't put this.
I will.
You didn't think of it until
I
we
didn't.
just told you.
I didn't.
Well, now you know. You got to throw this into the weekend mix.
19 million views. People know what it is.
It'll go two ways. Either like people will love it or I'll get bum rushed.
Well, if it got 19 million hits on YouTube, I think some people, anyone who knows it is going to love it. People who aren't aware of it, and yeah, there are people who aren't aware of it, like Terry and other people out there. They're
That's
gonna,
the first time I've heard
they're
it.
gonna be like, "What the hell is this crap? What DJ did you hire?"
I don't know if people
But then somebody will be
staggering-
like, "Oh no, this is really cool. It's Chocolate Rain. Dance. You just don't know what you're talking about. Just don't stop dancing."
Wow, interesting.
No one gets hurt in this video. Terry.
No,
It's a happy
definitely
video.
not.
This isn't a guy who went out of his way for publicity. You just get the feeling he just kind of backed his way in.
Yeah.
Takes himself serious as a musician and put this up for his
Yeah,
own
this
viewing
was
pleasure.
a guy who took himself seriously, wrote his own original. Who's writing original songs out there these days?
Yeah, no one. You're right.
To my knowledge, this dude wrote this
He
song,
did.
right?
He writes lots of songs, yes.
Yeah.
Wow.
And this one blew up for some reason.
He wasn't expecting people would enjoy it in the fashion that they did, Terry, and just being mesmerized and kind of, in a sense, goofing all over it. But, hey, whatever entertains people is there's something to be said.
Let's put him on American Idol.
His voice not fitting his body and face also helps, too. It's really entertaining to
So
watch.
I actually need to go to the video and watch
Oh,
it.
yeah. Oh, the video is the key part, not the audio, Terry. The audio is interesting in itself.
All right.
But if you're not seeing the video, you're not seeing him, like, pull away from the mic to catch his breath.
Stop
Hilarious.
it.
He
Hilarious.
sounds like a 60-year-old baritone.
Yeah, he's got an older soul, it seems like, and he was trained from the old school way of singing where you don't want to breathe all over the microphone, Terry. That's what
Right.
they taught the old school big band singers.
Books say it can't be here again. Chocolate rain. The prisons make you wonder where it went. Chocolate rain.
Wow.
Build a tent and say the well is dry. Chocolate rain.
It's just random thoughts.
It's all verse, no chorus.
What exactly?
4 minutes of unique lyrics.
Terry, I'll be playing the song in its entirety at some point today.
Great.
Yeah, there's a lot to
really
look forward to
can't
today.
wait.
How about later, can we play the guy from Minnesota doing Vanilla Snow?
Yeah!
Of course, it spawned a million.
Stop
There are a lot of takeoffs on the popularity of Chocolate Rain.
Vanilla Snow. You gotta see his face. It spawned a million ripoffs. It's so funny. That's probably the best one out of all of them.
Vanilla Snow can't be denied.
Guys are
We'll play that.
We're not
You
stuck
guys
there.
have way too much time on your hands.
Well, that maybe too.
Seriously.
I laughed just started Vanilla Snow as I did Chocolate Rain.
If all the YouTube videos that made people, inspired to talk about what was going on were this innocent, Terry, the world would be a better place, as opposed to what reminded us to watch Chocolate Rain this morning, which is the video that has everyone talking. The 16-year-old girl who got ambushed and then cornered like a rat and pummeled senseless to the point where, what was the end result of the damage? Her eye socket was dislocated or
Yeah, I
something?
think she's got vision
Hearing,
issues,
too.
and now she's also
got hearing?
can't hear anymore.
A dislocated eye socket and permanent
Nice.
hearing damage and just beaten like a... Well, I mean, you fill in the blank. Plenty of old little cliches. The redheaded stepchild, her flowers. You got the rented military. And just the fact that there was like breaks in between the beatings. I don't know if that makes it worse or better. I think you just take your beating as long as it lasts, and then once it's over, it's over. But these cheerleaders, they catch their breath. They have to talk to her. They have to...
Well, and I was reading, I actually was reading the whole news story, and after they beat her down, they actually like took her in a car, 3 of them, and drove her somewhere else and then threatened her again and said, hey, if you call the police, you'll get more of this. Great.
I don't think she listened because the police were immediately called, and this video is now going to be the most hit video in the YouTube week. But I don't know if actually it's even on YouTube anymore. They might have taken it off YouTube. But it's up on the tmanshow.com, and it's everywhere this morning. That's for sure. And it has parents gasping, wondering if their kid is next to be on the giving or receiving end of this video. It has everybody in the high schools talking, Terry. And it's something that we will discuss at great length throughout the morning, Terry, but not yet.
Not yet.
But not yet.
No, more chocolate rain, right?
Yes. Oh, Pure says.
Request of the day.
And see the light chocolate rain. Forecast to be falling yesterday, chocolate rain. Only in the past is what they say, chocolate rain.
Now, even though I enjoy it, don't get me wrong, I just can't sit through 5 minutes of it. It just gets to a point. I've never sat through the entire 5 minutes.
Well, you keep waiting for him to break into a chorus or change it up. Or
But he does it the whole way through for how long?
Oh, he could have gone on for hours, Terry. It's a 5-minute video.
Oh, my gosh.
5 minutes of unique lyrics, and that's it. Just the same little beat.
Yes, and the same expression and the same... That's why it's so mesmerizing. It's like, is this guy for real? Is he just kind of goofing on everyone? Is he taking himself that seriously? Where is he coming from? And that's what's part of the intriguing nature of this video, don't you know?
Wow. Okay.
You know who missed out on the whole YouTube thing by just like a second was Milanakis. I mean, he would have been the king.
Well, Andy Milanakis actually might have been what inspired the creators of YouTube, for all you know.
Yeah. I mean, if Super Bowl is gay, it would have been the biggest video ever. You know, if that would have come out in 06.
Him sitting there singing it.
And yet Andy Milanakis did pretty well for himself, even without YouTube. Better than a lot of these people. Now that YouTube is there and all these videos become so watered down and you're so used to seeing such random videos out there, there isn't as much mileage to be gotten from certain videos as it was when Andy Milanakis was doing it in the original fashion.
Yeah.
What else is going on in the world this morning, Terry, please?
All kinds of news for you. Kirsten Dunst is out of rehab. She is now dating Ryan Gosling.
How long was she in rehab? She was in rehab a couple of months, wasn't she?
I think so,
Must have had something pretty damn serious going on there.
Yeah, she wasn't one of those get in, get out girls.
And no one really cared while she was in rehab. It wasn't like Layla, Terry, that they were following her from day to day, from bathroom stall to bathroom stall. They don't seem to have the fascination with Kirsten Dunst. She's just not hot enough, I guess, as compared to Lindsay Lohan and others.
Right.
Because I did hear when she went in, and now I'm hearing she got out, and I'm thinking it was at least 2 months.
Yeah.
And now she's dating Ryan Gosling, so Ryan Gosling is done with the girl from The Notebook?
Yeah, they've been broken up for a while.
My wife was just
destroyed by that.
Apparently, a lot of women out there were really cool with the fact that they were actually dating in real life. Because I know my wife was like, and you know what makes this movie so much better? Is that they really love each other.
I know, that's right.
Yeah, you don't know what it's doing for me right now, babe. I am beside myself with excitement over this.
Oh, the romance of it all.
Because Ryan Gosling and girl were dating for like over a year.
Yeah,
or so.
they were.
And she's like 2 years older than him, and I think that's cool too. And well, that's interesting to know, seeing that I'm 9 years older than him. But that's all right.
Right. Yeah.
Yes.
So now he's dating Kirsten Dunst. They are
That's
also
a big downgrade, by the way.
They're also doing a movie together called All Good Things. So
I mean,
really, who was the girl that he was with?
The girl from The Notebook.
I know, but I don't know her name.
Rachel McAdams.
Rachel McAdams. She's really cute.
Okay, yeah.
She's more cute than hot, but she's definitely got a little hotness to her.
Yeah.
Kirsten Dunst has neither. Kirsten Dunst just has this granola face.
I don't get Kirsten Dunst at all.
If anyone is into her looks-wise, I don't understand why that is.
Is she the Spider-Man girl?
Yes.
Okay. I saw the first one.
And maybe when she had the auburn hair, there was maybe tiny bit of something going on there. But even then, she's never looked good at all. And Rachel McAdams.
Very cute girl.
Very cute.
Yeah.
Did you see Red Eye?
No, I did not. No. I'm sure he did, though.
Whoa.
There's people in our listening audience I know have seen Red Eye, and not the greatest movie ever by any means, but certainly you're going to get $8 worth of entertainment.
Is Jodie Foster in that?
No, it's Rachel McAdams and an unknown cast.
Okay.
She gets kind of like lured into this plot on an airline.
Like a teenage girl.
Yeah.
Yes, and now her dad is being kidnapped and held against his will. She doesn't follow the
right.
procedures of the man who...
He's a terrorist guy.
He
or
was
what,
so
something.
charming on the plane, then all of a sudden he flipped the script on her.
Oh, yeah. That happens.
Yeah.
A lot like the stewardess, really.
Yeah, that happens pretty much on every little commuter plane you jump on. Anyhow...
She was in Mean Girls, one of the Terry Kemp chapters.
Of course she was. She's been around.
Yeah.
She's great, man.
Okay.
So they broke up a long time ago?
Yeah.
I didn't know about that. Mm-hmm. I didn't hear about that. And now he's dating Kirsten Dunst. A huge downgrade.
Yeah.
Man. Sucks to go down.
Devoted.
So to speak.
Whoa.
I mean, I'm not... Come on.
Well, but for him, maybe it's not a downgrade.
Well, I don't see how he sees it that way.
Maybe there's just more substance than just the looks that he needs.
It's pretty simple math. Put Rachel McAdams and Kirsten Dunst next to each other and see if anyone takes... Oh, yeah, you're hot. I'll take you. See if anyone picks Kirsten Dunst. I don't think so.
No one.
And that's all it comes down to, Terry. Personality means nothing.
Take that, kids.
Really?
Kirsten Dunst doesn't strike me as some overwhelmingly great personality. She's
A little dry, a little boring.
a little dry, a little... We're still talking about personality?
Yeah.
A little boring, yes. Okay. And a druggie on top of that.
Well,
Which
but
I
now
guess
she's sober and clean.
which is a positive in a lot of men's minds,
Yeah.
but...
Was
I
it
don't-
booze or was it drugs?
I think it was both, but I don't
Okay.
think they were.
Yes.
I don't think they were
She
really
shows no
specific.
prejudice.
Right.
I think she just. I think her people came out and just said, she realized she had some kind of issue with whatever, and went ahead and took care of it.
Ryan Gosling looks like he may have that druggy expression on his face a lot of times, Terry, so maybe they meet somewhere in finding something in common as far as that world is concerned.
Right.
So maybe that's a bonus for him.
Maybe so.
Maybe Rachel McAdams was a little too goody two shoes-ish. Maybe they didn't like that. That's why you got to knock the goody two shoes out of certain like that. Not in a YouTube way, like we were talking about this morning, but in the sexual fashion, don't you know? Okay. Anyhow, so that's a happy couple. Wonderful,
Yes.
and she's refreshed, renewed,
She
recovered.
is. Yep.
All the re's revitalized, Terry. Refreshed, renewed, recovered, and revitalized is Kirsten Dunst.
Yes.
And she has a new lease on life and a new boyfriend to boot. Okay,
Yes.
wonderful. What else is going on?
High School Musical 4 is already in the works. High School Musical 3 won't begin filming, though, till later this month. So I guess that would put High School Musical 4, the script and stuff is just being worked on.
How
so.
could the high schoolers of today, all their friends and family, be so into the High School Musical program and watch it in such mass force, like it's
Right.
been reported, Terry? Millions upon millions of people gathering around the flat screen, Terry, to put on, what channel is it that...
Disney, yeah.
What's one of the Disney? Yeah. And watch this show like crazy. And then at the same time, be pummeling their 16-year-old cheerleader squad girlfriend that said some kind of... What did she say? Did they ever...
They didn't really confirm. It was all just an accusation that that's what it was.
Mm-hmm. Do you know there have been some casting changes as far as High School Musical 4, by the way?
No.
There have been some casting changes, Terry. I don't know if you have that in your story. I don't know if it's been mentioned, but I can break this news to you right now. Okay. Yes, they're going to have, all the regulars, but there's going to be an addition to the High School Musical cast. Have you heard? You haven't read about who this is?
No.
It is the Chocolate Rain guy.
Here again, Chocolate Rain. The prisons make you wonder where it went. Chocolate Rain. Build a tent and say the well is dry. Chocolate Rain. Zoom the camera out and see the light. Chocolate Rain.
You thought the ratings were big before, Terry.
Forecast to be falling yesterday. Chocolate Rain.
Through the roof this time around for High School Musical, Terry.
In the past is what they say. Chocolate Rain.
Unrealistic. That's the word the local sheriff used to describe the beating on video of a 16-year-old girl now left with hearing and visual damage as a result of the pummeling.
Nice.
Disturbing and outrageous.
Oh, jeez.
The video is sickening.
She says, hit me again. I watched the video about 6 times already, Terry. Mm-hmm. The skinny girl's getting her ass beaten to death, Terry. Doesn't hit once. So what is this one girl kind of spearheads the whole thing? She's like the ringleader of the beating girls.
Yeah, it sounds like it.
She's the one, I think, who says, hit me again. What was she talking about, hit me again? Was she trying to almost justify while it was going on, while she was continually pummeling the girl? Oh, hit me again.
Right.
Sounds like
I haven't hit you yet.
Right.
Sounds like that. I think you're right.
Is that what she's doing in her mind?
I think so. Needs an
Probably
excuse.
so, yeah.
Oh, well, she hit me.
Yeah.
The video is sickening.
Oh, jeez.
A 16-year-old girl is punched and slapped over and over in a relentless assault by 6 girls she thought were her friends.
Oh, yeah, baby. Oh, yeah.
Off camera,
Yeah, what
the
is
girls
that?
yell
They
their
mixed in another video. That was actually my home videos that I
Was it?
accidentally put in there. No. These are the comments. There were 6 girls and 2 guys, or
Yeah, 6 girls
2 guys
inside.
and the 2 guys who were the lookouts outside, Terry, just look totally. They just reek completely of guys who were just hoping to get a little cheerleader ass and were along for the ride, doing whatever these girls said to them because they were, hoping to get
Yeah.
some action. There's just no 2 ways about it. Just look at that. There's mugshots of all 8 individuals involved.
Yes.
How'd that work out for him?
Probably not what they were hoping to get out of this. Yes. But total dweeby looking white guys. And even the cheerleader girls. These are cheerleaders of today?
Sounds like it, yeah.
These are cheerleader girls at a high school in Florida?
Yes.
These are not pretty girls, Terry.
Well, they're not ugly.
But you've seen shots of hot people who don't look good.
Right.
If you have to choose between ugly and pretty, Terry, I have to go ugly. All right, if I only got 2 options. I mean, yeah, they're not outright ugly, no doubt about it. But if you're leaning one way and you have to choose a side, you got to assume that most people are going to say that these are not pretty girls, which leaves only one option. These are some ugly high school cheerleaders, Terry, which is probably why they're so pent up with animosity.
But the thing is, again, as Hotshot pointed out, those are mug shots. Put them all in their little cheer outfits with, their little spankies on. They look very pretty.
Fine. You're talking about 40-year-old Tawny Katane getting another DUI. Yeah, you imagine her mugshot's going to look bad. But a 16-year-old girl, you don't expect her mugshot's going to look way worse than she normally would look. This is the way these 16-year-old girls look, and they are not pretty. I'm going to post that on my MySpace, see if they invite me over for a slumber party. Watch out.
Watch out.
Yeah, let's go take it ass,
in a relentless assault by 6 girls she thought were her friends.
Oh, yeah, baby. Oh, yeah.
Oh, geez.
Off camera,
in case you're just waking up this morning, you don't know what the story's all about. It's going to be the most watched video, even though I haven't gotten it confirmed that YouTube has taken it down because of its violent nature, Terry. But people are going to be watching it nonetheless all over the internet, don't you know, Terry? It's what they're going to be talking about in the break rooms of the offices of America this morning. It's going to be talked about, obviously, in the high schools. It's going to be talked about at little town meetings. What are we doing with our 16-year-old girls that's making them act out in such violent fashions? Because, they invited this girl over for a slumber party. What they told her was going to be a slumber party, and then they just pummeled her ass like there's no tomorrow, and they had cameras set up so they could videotape it all because this was their plan. Their plan all along. It's not like this video got leaked onto YouTube and the internet. This video all along was going to be posted on the internet so that they can embarrass this girl in retaliation for what they say were negative comments that she initially made about them on MySpace.
Yes.
I've only found love on MySpace, Terry. I've only found positives. I've only found,
But there's been a lot of issues, and I even pointed out that, you had this mother who was distraught because her daughter was bullied on MySpace and committed suicide. And
that story wasn't as tangible. That story wasn't as right in your face, even though there was a suicide involved, as this story. This story is going to put it all now in perspective as far as people being able to see firsthand what the MySpace world could be. I'm still not totally convinced that this is all a result of MySpace out of control and everything. This is just the way 16-year-old girls are these days. I don't think it took MySpace to make these girls do what they did. These girls are who they are, not because of MySpace. All right, you're telling me MySpace is responsible for this?
Well,
this
I think
MySpace's fault?
I actually think that the communication and things like that. Sure, I think rumors and stuff have always gone on in high schools, but I think with the internet and technology and things like that today, it's so much more amplified. I also think that girls these days are by far more violent and more.
Yes, and they're not more violent because of MySpace. Girls are more violent find another reason. I'm not saying I have the exact reason.
I know.
But it's not because the MySpace is out there that girls went from being angels to being just out of control, pummeling little hoochies there. I don't know what you want to call them here, but these are some violent-ass girls.
I think YouTube doesn't help either, too, and I think they can be stars on there. That also doesn't help.
Well, why are they thinking they're going to be stars as a result of this? I mean, maybe they get a little infamy. There's a difference between being stars and a little... Well, I'm sure they didn't expect it to get to this. No one, I think, understands what videos are going to take on a life of its own and what are just going to be stuff that you can watch with your friends and the people in your school. They probably thought it was going to be kept in-house as far as their school's concerned.
Maybe so that everybody could talk about it.
And maybe get in a little trouble in their school and get a suspension, but they probably thought it was all worth it based on the way this girl wrote about them on MySpace. But now it's like on Inside Edition, it's on every tabloid TV show, it's a national story, it's got everyone now feeling that they got to sit down at town meetings and talk about where we've all gone wrong with raising kids and everything.
Well, and that's the other thing. That truly, I think, as a parent of one of those girls, or even that of the two guys, I'd be like, what am I missing? What did I do wrong? Because how could I have raised a child to be this violent, and where did I miss it? Am I not because a parent has to look at that.
I'm sure the Chocolate Rain parents have probably said the same thing.
Yeah, I'm sure.
By the way, what song do you have in your head?
There you go.
Rain. Some stay dry and others feel the pain. Chocolate rain.
Okay, yes.
She thought were her friends.
Wow. Thought were her friends. She was told it was... How could you think that you're going over for a slumber party? It's not like different girls were in the house.
Right. It's all people that she hangs out with.
She thought she was going to be hanging out, spending the night with these girls, having fun, when in reality, she got her ass beat to a point where there's permanent damage that as long as she lives will be there, a part of her life until the day she dies. As if you were to have the story be told that, well, she thought she was going over to hang out with these certain girls, but it turns out they were just setting her up, pretending like they were those girls, but it was a different group of girls that were her enemies. Then you'd be like, okay, I can see how that could happen. But if it's the same girls, she shows up with like, I don't know how it looked when she walked through the door. Does she have like a sleeping bag in her hand and a toothbrush?
Oh, yeah. Ready to go.
She should have fought back. She should have punched back or something. Maybe take that toothbrush and stab it.
But it's easier said than done.
Well, I mean, if you're gonna get your ass beat that bad,
start clawing.
Yeah, whatever you can do.
At some point, maybe.
Bite something.
But
she's 78 pounds.
Yeah. Okay.
You watch the video.
Take the
video is up
every
on the
ounce of that 78 pounds.
Right.
But if you've ever had somebody want to fight you when you're not prepared to fight, it's a little intimidating.
It's
like
completely
when they
intimidating.
catch you off guard.
And if there's 6 of them and there's 2 outside, making it so you can't leave the front door, you can't go out the back door, you can't climb out a window.
Throw a punch, a kick.
You want her to show you something.
Something. Just don't go down.
Well,
but and I'm just saying this merely because I'm
want
mad.
her to pull the lint out of her pocket and start stabbing.
Whatever,
you.
like
she had nothing at her disposal.
Cut somebody with a zipper, whatever you can do.
And
Choke somebody with a sock.
Big talker over here.
Right. As he's watching it, going, yeah.
If I'm watching,
he's watching like a Monday morning quarterback, drawing up the telestrator and showing what she should have done. But even when you watch it, you realize if she fought back, she may have gotten worse.
I'm just saying,
they're almost sitting there waiting for her to fight back.
If you're going to get your ass
to fight back.
they
She
want
may
her
have gotten her ass beaten to the point where who knows if she would have gotten killed if she would have
Run
fought
to
back.
the kitchen, grab a fork, chick, whatever.
Well, but the thing is, she knows that it's
Yeah, we'll just
all,
wait
the
here while you get the
camera's
fork.
all set up and stuff, and that's another reason why she's probably saying, look, I'm not gonna fight back because I see you guys videotaping this, so forget it.
I'm just
Oh, yeah, baby. Oh, yeah. Off camera, the girls yell their approval as the victim is cornered.
You're not leaving. Let me leave. Why not leave? Go home.
Her attackers scream at her to fight back.
Fight back.
When she refuses, the merciless assault continues.
Yeah, you're so wrong, because if she would have fought back, she may have gotten it 50 times worse.
I agree.
I agree, too.
They're just waiting on her to throw a punch so they could really just start pummeling her ass worse than they even did. Bad a strategy.
So, you got
from a real tough one. Oh,
Tough.
when you're 140 pounds, you can speak tough.
Okay.
As pertains to a 78-pound girl who, I mean, just look at her, Terry.
No, I saw her, and I
gotta
was
do
just
something.
Still in a training, bro. I mean, look at those little boobies just getting their ass pummeled. I mean, what's going on there?
It's sad. Just.
What's really sad is these are the best-looking girls. They have to be cheerleaders in this school,
Maybe
Terry.
so. Maybe so.
That's why there's all this hostility. There has to be no other reason than this. Have you seen the mugshots, Terry? Don't tell me that these girls look way better.
They're cute little, 16-year-old girls. What do you expect?
Drop the word cute, and I'll agree.
Well, they're not ugly.
Yeah, they are.
I didn't say they were ugly, but again, I did say if you have to choose between ugly and cute, you got to go ugly.
Well,
if you have no other option.
I think they're fine. They're
All
cute
right.
with the,
Well, obviously not cute on the inside.
Yeah, obviously not.
Pent-up hostility and violence ready to unleash on anyone that looks at them cross-eyed.
Yeah,
Never thought I was capable of beating up a 16-year-old girl at this point in my life, but I think I am.
I'm right
if that
there
was my
with you.
daughter, they would all be
If that was your daughter, it wouldn't even be a situation where you would go and want to beat them up. It would be like drive-by cheerleader practice shooting kind of situation.
They would all be drinking out of straws.
Yeah, no
For
kidding.
months.
I don't know how the mom and dad are like being interviewed on all over the joint kind of TV shows, and I saw them almost with a pseudo press conference going on yesterday talking about the state of affairs amongst high school girls and how MySpace has made the environment so just volatile that these things are happening more. I mean, how do you sit so composed after your daughter is being watched by every person in this country getting their ass pummeled?
Right. And the permanent damage that's been done to her.
I would have a Sylvester Stallone Rambo moment where I'm slowly tying this thing around my head, looking in the mirror, with grenades hanging off me and a belt full of bullets. That would be me.
Unable to persuade them to stop, she
Vinnie the Pooh's watching the video as this story is being played, and he's still mapping out strategies of what he would have done.
I'm telling you.
I love how you're sitting there doing the what I would have done scenarios.
You have to. You cannot say in your mind that if you're getting your ass beat up, you got to do something.
But didn't you just hear her say it's not fair, Brittany, or whatever? She understands that it's
nothing about the whole thing is fair.
So why? I mean,
but you can't just I'm getting my ass beat.
She was trying to leave.
Yeah,
regardless, she's trying to get the hell out.
Leaving is probably the proper instinct in
but they're
that
not going to let you
kind
leave.
of situation.
They're not going to let you leave.
As opposed to staying out there.
And I think my first thought might be leaving if I was her as well.
I'm going to go ahead and pass on the slumber party tonight, guys, but thanks for the invite.
Got it, cute.
Yeah, not good.
Here's somebody calling.
What are you going to do if you...
I have something on the TV. I have a feeling my mom's going to race if I don't get home right.
Well, imagine, too, you're leaving your house going, and Mom's like, hey, have a good time.
It'd be really cool. Remember the movie Cape Fear from like 15 years ago where Max Cady has these four guys pummeling him with like a tire iron and a bicycle chain and stuff like that, and all of a sudden he just flips the script on them and catches the chain in mid-swing and then just starts retaliating. If you could turn it all around on the six girls and just one by one take them down, that'd be a great moment.
It'd be an awesome moment.
It'd be the best video in the history of videos.
The reality of the situation is it's not a movie, and that is very unlikely to happen. Now, maybe you have such martial arts training to a degree that you would have reacted differently. But there were very few options for the 16-year-old girl who's being cornered like a freaking rat.
Right.
I wish I was hiding in a closet. I'd jump out and karate chop bitches in the throat.
Karate chop. Really?
Let me tell you, that sounds pretty.
I don't know why I'd be hiding in a closet, but
we know. We know. We've known for a long time, my friend.
There have been some that have been asking you to come out of that closet for some time. Anyhow, this is The video that everyone's going to be talking about today. We're not going to talk about this story just yet.
Yeah, I have respect for the parents because I don't know how they don't go over there and.
Oh my
do some damage.
gosh!
I don't know if that earns respect. I think
Who cares about respect?
Yeah, no doubt.
Eye for an eye to me. I mean,
yeah, you gotta like
daughter got
do
her
more
ass
for
beat.
your daughter. Your daughter just got. Forget about the fact that the whole world is watching it now, and there's that embarrassment factor. You can't sit around and do nothing but talking to a microphone after your daughter got her ass pummeled like that. There has to be some kind of instinct within you that I'm sorry is also of a violent standpoint. Not to say that an eye for an eye is a good strategy, and but that just isn't what's normal, I would think, Terry, to sit and sound all composed and reason with America and the world about what has to happen from this point. Your daughter's got her ass kicked beyond recognition.
Right.
Show me something.
Right. But I think, too, you realize that it is gotten totally out of control, so you don't want it to escalate anymore. But
let some other parents out there discuss that. I got things to do right now.
I turn into commando. If you want to help your daughter, you're going to cooperate, right? Wrong.
I would bail them out just to make something like that happen.
Well, yeah, the girls, as we speak, who did the pummeling on this video.
And the two guys, too.
And I hope you're all going to the tmanshow.com to watch for your own reviewing and critiquing. And, well, I mean, I hate to use the word fascination, but in some sense, that's what you're going to be feeling when you watch this. Not because it's just so enjoyable, because it's just so unbelievable.
Yeah.
It's so unbelievable how it's not that anyone hasn't seen a video like this in some sense. I've watched so many girl fights on YouTube that I can't even pretend like this is something that catches me way off guard.
Right.
But this one, for some reason, this girl is so skinny and just so set up, and it's just so lopsided as far as her ever even having a shot that you just get angry.
Right.
It's scary to me that girls are prepared to befriend somebody and kind of wait it out. Let's make her a good friend, and then we'll get her. That's scary. That's premeditated crap.
It is.
At least the girl fights I've seen on YouTube that haven't been taken down, they're taking this one down probably because it's just getting such a high amount of publicity that they feel the pressure. But the girl fights I've seen that I've enjoyed with a, box of red vines, and a little color, Terry. At least those were one-on-one fights where the girl had a shot to get something going as far as defending herself, and that's why it's watchable and justifiable to some degree. This is just setting up a girl to be slaughtered.
Yeah, definitely.
To be slaughtered.
I know.
In such a sniveling way. Yeah, we're having a slumber party. Come on over. And the point where she's trying to get out the door, and they're like, "You're not going anywhere."
I mean, but
you just want to reach through into the video screen, so you want to reach
capture her and save her
and help her.
Yeah, but the thing is,
Vinnie the Pooh has himself in the closet.
Well, but the thing that's also so crazy about this. Okay, so you have the 6 girls. They plan it all out. But even as they're setting up the camera, doesn't something inside one of them say, you know what, this really isn't right?
Well, because if that one speaks up, she gets her ass pummeled.
That's the scary part. The no remorse part is not good, man.
And it's like...
And they say even when the girls were talking with the cops in the police precinct being booked, they had no remorse. They were asking when they could get out already so they can go to cheerleader practice. And
like everything's okay?
Like everything's okay, yeah.
Wow, that's so scary.
Do something!
Unable to persuade them
Brittany,
to stop.
I heard the name Brittany. There's always a Brittany. Always a Brittany.
What's up with the Britneys?
Britneys are scary.
Do something! I don't want to do anything! Why? Not fair, Brittany!
Unable to persuade them to stop, she covers her head protectively and weeps.
Well, not enough, because as we said, she's got a dislocated eye socket. If that sounds like it makes any sense, her eye socket can get dislocated. All right, she's got is that the word? She's got a dislocated eye socket and permanent hearing damage that they're expecting that she'll have to live with for the rest of her life. And anything else that they threw onto the mix of injuries that is a result of this never-ending beating,
Well,
Terry?
she did have a
The
concussion.
emotional injuries are unspeakable.
Yeah.
A concussion. Well, the emotional injuries are the least of her worries. Honestly, if I'm her dad, I'm more worried about the physical injuries. Believe it or not, 16-year-olds, this is not the most foreign thing in the world. They've seen it. They've lived through times like this, and it's not something that just catches them so off guard they can't understand why it happened.
She'll be 45 years old and get invited to a party and come armed with an Uzi just in case. You never know.
Maybe that's the right way to go about it now.
Right.
Maybe you can't go to any party that you're invited to with just your little tight jeans on and nothing else.
She'll be dating somebody at like 30. You're the bitch who got beat up on video?
I must tell you, that makes my blood boil, and certainly I think it will the people in our community.
Police in Lakeland, Florida say the victim, a cheerleader, was lured to the home of a friend for a sleepover. Instead, she was confronted by 6 teenage girls, aged 14 to 17, who cops say held her down and took turns beating her. Their goal was to post a video of the assault on YouTube to humiliate the victim and to become famous.
I'm very distraught, very upset, and very disturbed that this can occur in today's society.
Now, the founders of YouTube, Terry, are right in the Bay. They sold their property a long time ago now, about over at least a year or two ago, for a couple of I think $1.5 billion. You think this is what they had in mind when they first decided to go with this site?
Probably not.
Yeah, this is where we saw it going.
Yeah.
Right. It was, 1-year-old birthday parties and that kind of thing is kind of what they were thinking, A funny video of somebody sledding down a hill.
Hey, you see what Bob Saget is hosting right there? We could do this all the time on our own website.
And to become famous.
I'm very distraught, very upset, and very disturbed that this can occur in today's society.
Yeah, this is the father.
That's the dad?
Yeah. All composed.
no.
That's what I'm telling you.
He's distraught?
Well,
He's sounding all like he's more lecturing the rest of the country as opposed to what normal instinct I think a dad should have when watching your daughter getting her ass beaten from pillar to post, Terry.
But I'm sure inside, yes, I'm sure inside.
Well, I'm
he's
not
just,
feeling that inside this man is churning.
Well, you don't want to, show it all. Sorry, but I think that he's got to remain composed and calm.
You throw that pipe to the heart and say, let off some steam, Bennett.
That's right.
It's not a Commando reference. I don't think you got it.
Oh, are you kidding me?
I know you got it.
Oh, boy. Favorite movie ever.
I'm just thinking of Terry. Terry doesn't know it.
I didn't get that one.
That's all right.
The victim's parents appeared on CBS's The Early Show and described how the teenagers
They're
planned.
doing the rounds. They're doing the publicity tour right now.
Well,
The Early Show, Inside Edition. Unbelievable.
Yeah.
I don't know how a parent can not feel like... I don't know how you retaliate against 16-year-olds, but, hey, invite their parents over for a slumber party, whatever you got to do.
Hey, go to the source. Who raised them? I'm holding you accountable.
Exactly.
Right.
So, here I am.
Exactly.
I wish you would hit me like that.
Yeah, start swinging.
Man, got to give it up to him.
1-866-663.
I want to go to Florida.
T-Man is the number to call. Chris is on the air. I guess everyone wants to comment on this, and there's no other subject matter that needs to be discussed right now but this situation. Yes, Chris, you're on the air.
What's up, T-Man?
How are you, sir?
The sad part about this is there's going to be some idiots that's going to copycat this thing because of what they saw on it.
Well, as I said, I've watched hours and hours of girl fights. That's all you got to do, and that's probably what inspired these girls to even think about this whole YouTube scheme of getting even with their cheerleader friend, quote unquote, is all the times that people just put the search word fight in the YouTube box and just watch for hours like I have done. I've done that. But in those situations, as I said, at least the girls that you're watching are outside a club and it's one-on-one and they got a reasonable chance and it's somewhat fair. This is so unfair that it's blood boiling.
And you feel like if someone's winning, they start to break it up, too. That usually happens.
And the killing part is, if I was a parent, I went back to the house and whooped the parents' ass in front of their kid and let her see what happened.
So that's the first reaction for most people, I think.
Yeah.
Because, I mean, think about it.
They raised them.
Sleepover, so where would the parents during the sleepover?
Now,
the only reason anybody's looking at it because they're cheerleaders. If there was anybody else, it'd be just somebody got their ass whooped.
Yeah, but you know what? They're cheerleaders per se, but if you Google the story and you see the mugshots of these girls, these are not the cheerleaders that you knew. These are not the cheerleaders that I knew.
Definitely different type of cheerleader.
These, I don't know.
Yeah, but this is Florida, so it's like...
I would hope, exactly. I would hope from Florida the cheerleaders at high schools would look a lot better than these girls.
Picture double fave.
Yeah.
That's what I mean.
You got probation, by the way.
Anywhere else.
So Chris is saying that this is going to spur on all kinds of other 16-year-old girls who are in some kind of whatever little clique that have one of them say some negative things about their group, do the same kind of retaliation in a copycat fashion, Terry. Do you think that's the case, or because this story is... I think this story is embarrassing to the girls who are doing the public.
Yeah, and I think
even 16-year-old girls don't want to now be the next ones to be... I think these girls look bad. I think
Well, and I think just the whole situation, not just the kids, but the parents and everything that went on.
To me, they don't look cool. They look cowardly.
Right.
I mean, just not very courageous at all. They look like sniveling little cowardless little bitches, Terry. I'm sorry. There's no two ways about it. And I don't think even a 16-year-old girl's going to be like, oh, that's so cool. We should do that to Sandra.
Right.
No.
Yeah, I'm not feeling that.
I have to reach out to the producers of Judge Judy to do what you have to do to get the
Sandra's
case.
like, what did I do? Leave me alone.
You don't have to feel it, but I guarantee you there's going to be a real clique somewhere throughout this country that say, you know what, we should do that to this person because they've been getting on my nerves for years.
Well, it's only the first time around that it actually gets the big-time publicity, so even if it were to happen, it wouldn't be as big a story as this. But as I said, I think girls who are watching this video are laughing at the 6 girls who did the beating because of how stupid they look.
Yeah.
Then thinking they look all cool and, well, we got to try that.
Well, I hope you like your orange jumpsup.
You know.
Yeah.
I don't know how long they're going to be in jail, though. I don't expect them to be going to juvie.
They'll probably go to juvie for a little bit.
Yeah, for what? For a week?
Probably a little
6
longer.
months?
I don't know.
Maybe
they may want to make them an example. So
They should.
For sure.
I'm
almost like
usually, you know
imprisonment.
me, I'm usually on the side of, I want to feel, Vinnie the Pooh saying he wants to jump out of the closet and start beating some ass. I can't help but feel like, I wish I was there to,
You know? Like,
assist and start punching girls in the face. I mean, not that I condone by any means
I would.
punching, any man punching a woman for any reason, Terry. You know that is an anti-T-man feeling. But
this would be the only reason.
This is the only reason they deserve it.
To try to save this girl. They never just save this girl. If you have to throw a right cross or two.
Drop kick to the grill.
Oh, geez.
Wow.
It's not Vinnie the Pooh.
You know, it's just
Drop kick to the grill. Let me see. You wouldn't even know how to go about a drop kick. All right.
You want to take
You're not the drop kicking
drop kicking too.
If there was a 16-year-old girl beating, like, my daughter or something, I would...
Here, take this.
Like your sister.
Okay, first off, that
bottle of moisturizer.
Well, that bottle of moisturizer isn't beating my 16-year-old daughter.
Oh, so you need the adrenaline flow to drop kick.
Well, what did the bottle of moisturizer do to me?
If you technically are capable of drop kicking, you should be able to drop kick on cue.
For real?
So let me see your drop kicking ability. Go ahead, drop kick that box of tissues. Go ahead.
Okay, right there.
Let's see what you got, tough guy.
Are you serious?
Yes.
Show us what your drop kick is.
Let me see what your drop kick looks like.
With both feet?
However you feel you want to drop kick. Let me just see what the Vinnie the Pooh drop kick looks like.
I'm going to do it on the studio floor.
I'm going to show video.
However you want to do it.
Well, somebody's got to hold it.
Terry's turning Terry Cam.
Because people want to see it.
Talk about chocolate rain, getting a lot of hits. Wait till
got to
this.
hold this.
What is he got to do?
I have no
He's
idea.
drop kicking.
Never mind. You guys.
No, do something.
Well, someone's got to hold it. I can't drop kick.
Hold it in your palm up here like this.
For what? What are you going to do?
You want to see me drop kick something, right?
I want to see him. I want to see how he looks.
We're arguing now. We're all going to beat up everybody.
Go ahead. Whenever you're ready. Be careful.
Are you coming down on it?
No, I'm just coming sideways on it, like a drop kick.
Break my hand.
Well,
this is great.
Make sure your face stays out of the way.
Okay, do you want to
that
see
precious
the drop
face
kick?
cannot be.
Just know I can drop kick.
Yes, he can go.
I just want to see if you even know how to begin the process of the drop kick. You're all talking, just drop kick her to the grill.
You know what?
Go ahead.
Drop kick.
No, hold it up. You're not going to get hit. Come on, don't be a puss. Go ahead. I'll hold it up. Go ahead.
Okay, here.
Oh, jeez.
Hit me, you're dead.
Oh, jeez.
Go ahead. Okay. No, not on me.
I'm not on you.
No, don't put the camera on me.
I'm not on you. I'm on VTP.
I'm going to fall.
Oh, my. The hell is wrong with you?
He is crazy.
What's that going to do to a 16-year-old?
It was her face.
That would be the most laughable moment in the whole video.
Oh, okay.
If he came out of the closet.
What would you do?
Funniest thing is you hurt yourself, too. You don't
I wouldn't care as long as
you just hurt yourself just now.
I did? Did I?
It looked like you did.
I didn't.
Okay.
You hit the ground pretty hard.
I did. I would sacrifice.
I can't believe you actually just drop kicked in the studio, Terry. A box of tissues.
It'd be a little 14-year-old girl's face.
Hey, Kleenex, you want to come over for a sleepover?
Yeah. Don't do it, Kleenex. Don't do it.
Come on, Kleenex. It's okay.
That was the most silly thing I've ever seen in my life.
You wanted me to do it?
I can't believe you listened. You just drop kicked a box of tissues.
I would, yes.
What's the matter with you?
Yeah, what's wrong with me?
Wrong with you?
I'd have stood up for that little girl.
Let me tell you, she would have been in good hands with you at her side.
I mean, that mixed with the karate chops to the throat and the eye gouges.
I understand you're upset.
And the bites and the salt in the open wounds.
Anyone who watches this video, I think human nature is going to kick in and you're going to get kind of upset for the girl who's getting pummeled. And maybe the girl who got pummeled, maybe she did write some real nasty thing. No matter what she wrote, even if she's kind of like the sniveling, obnoxious, attitude-filled, nasty, even saying hypothetically that that's who this 16-year-old girl is, even if you feel that way, and even if that's the case, she still didn't deserve anywhere close to this, to the point where your blood is still going to boil, Terry.
Yeah, no,
You can't be. No matter how just agitating a 16-year-old girl can get, it's not possible to reach any type of proportion where she deserves to be cornered and pummeled like this.
I agree.
Sticks and stones, ma'am. Grow up.
Thank you, Judge Judy, for chiming in.
That's what you would say. And by the way, the producers, do what you got to do to get this case. Do what you have to do to get the 6 girls on Judge Judy.
Oh, my God.
I don't know what it would take. Do what you got to do.
So you want Judge Judy to have to talk this out with the 6 girls and the 6 girls to be throwing attitude at Judge Judy?
I do want that.
Judge Judy not being in any position to feel like she needs to take that kind of crap from these girls?
Correct.
I see where you're coming from, yes.
Even though it's only small claims, it's not going to happen.
I know.
Ryan, you're on the air. Hello.
Hello.
Hi, Ryan.
Hi, how are you?
Good, what's up? Girl named Ryan. Your name is Ryan?
Yes, it is.
I know a girl named Ryan. That's kind of hot.
We all do.
I don't know why that is.
Nothing.
Go ahead. I like the girl named Ryan. It's kind of that kind of thing. It's kind of cool. Go ahead.
My sister Roger.
I just wanted to comment on the video. I haven't had a chance to see it. I've only actually even heard about it since I turned your show on this morning.
All you got to do is go to tmanshow.com. It's on the front page. And believe me,
I'm having to work. I'm having to work,
right.
so I can't get on it yet. But
it's got to be your first priority as soon as you get to work.
As soon as I get there, I will watch it, I promise.
Okay.
But I'm just really pissed off mostly. It's funny to me that these 6 girls think that they're badasses because they cornered a 78-pound female and then whooped on her. It's not a fair fight in any way.
Right.
And then second of all, the other thing that pisses me off more than anything is these parents are acting like it's MySpace's fault and media's fault and everything but the 16-year-old girl's fault. Quite honestly, if I was one of those parents, I'm not worried about the other parents. I'm worried about the 16-year-old girl.
Yeah, the last thing on my mind is having to have the interview on the CBS Good Morning show.
Right.
If I'm the parents of this girl. And this is something that didn't happen a month or 2 ago that they've had time to let it all settle in, and now they're ready to do interviews. This is just something that happened a couple of days ago.
Yeah.
And the parents are already sitting around being interviewed by whoever the cheesy host is on the CBS Good Morning show, Terry. How is that
unbelievable?
How is that a natural reaction to your daughter getting her ass pummeled to the point where she's going to have to live with the repercussions physically of this situation for the rest of her life?
That I don't know.
I'm going to pass on a trip to New York right now, but thank you.
Yeah, I'm dealing with a few things.
What hotel will you be putting us up in?
Yeah, exactly. Is there a per diem or no? Pay for our own meals? What do we do here?
We didn't find the cafeteria food in the CBS building very up to par, so we're a little upset with you guys. Ryan, thank you for the call.
Thank you.
Take care, baby.
Police in Lakeland, Florida say the victim, a cheerleader, was lured to the home of a friend for a sleepover. Instead, she was confronted by 6 teenage girls, aged 14 to 17, who cops say held her down and took turns beating her.
Yeah, if you see the video, everything that's being described to you is almost an understatement.
Their goal was to post a video of the assault on YouTube to humiliate the victim and to become famous.
And just when you think she's done being beaten and are now talking to her, it starts up again, Terry. All it was really needed was the girl who was doing the pummeling needed to catch her breath a little bit because this is more exerting than making a pyramid in the high school basketball game.
I love that.
Basket catch. Jeez.
I'm very distraught, very upset, and very disturbed that this can occur in today's society.
Is that right, sir?
God.
I thought it was like a cop or
I
something.
did too. I thought
That's
it was
the dad?
That's the dad.
Wow.
Was he loading a pistol when he was that high?
Yeah, he should be. If he's not, then he's
And I need one more round to fill out the chamber here.
know?
Anyone got a little assist here?
I'll be back to finish the interview in a
He's
moment.
not even upset that the people that did it. He's upset that it happens in society in general. That's the scary part.
5 video cameras, a phone cam, and a digital camera.
The premeditated attack was apparently in retaliation for messages the victim posted on her MySpace page, allegedly trash-talking the other girls. They hit her so hard, they knocked her unconscious.
Oh, yeah,
She
that's
suffered
right.
a concussion, loss of hearing, blurred vision, and a damaged eye socket.
Yeah, eventually she got knocked out cold. I forgot about that part. She's got the eye socket damage, the hearing loss, a concussion, and eventually she just went limp.
It happens to all of us.
Well, depending on how much we drink and
we were with
whether the bottle of Viagra's empty. Anyhow, yes. Gina, you're on the air in Oakland. Good morning, Gina.
Hello.
How you doing, baby?
I have so many opinions of this. First off, as a parent, honestly, I have a daughter. And it's good. I'm going to put her in, like, Taekwondo classes because, honestly, I saw this video. And, I mean, I went through anger management. I'm not proud of that. But I was very violent because I came from a violent home. And, like, when I'm looking at this, I'm like, why is she not fighting back? Like, she didn't take not one swing.
Actually, she showed a lot of composure.
She did.
Believe it or not, by not fighting back. It would be anyone's instinct. It would be my instinct to be swinging back.
Right.
But it actually could have gotten her even more of a... Yeah, she could be
really?
a girl who is not being talked about as someone who's alive right now, for all we know, if she would have fought back. Because they were just sitting there waiting on her to fight back.
Yeah, and you can even hear her in the video saying when they're asking her, fight back, fight, and she's like, I don't want to.
Because I think it's safe to say, in you watching this video, that if she decided to fight back, it wouldn't have helped. I mean, you agree with that, right or wrong?
Yes, I do agree.
It's not like all of a sudden if she fights back, she all of a sudden is able to escape. No, she probably gets it a lot worse if she fights back. So you have to actually commend her for showing some kind of composure, or just being so ready to, maybe she just took a dump in her pants to such a degree that she didn't. She just got frozen.
Well, let's say she starts swinging. How many people do you know can take on 6 people at once, not named Jet Li?
Even if it was Vinnie the Pooh. Vinnie the Pooh's talking all tough this morning.
She wouldn't have gotten hurt if she took out the 6 people. But
Put these same. If it's the same 6 girls, honestly, if it's the same 6 girls in the same house, and it's not the skinny 78-pound, I don't know if that's what she actually weighs, but that's what she looks like, and it makes the story sound even better. The same girls pummeling, not on the 78-pound girl, but on Vinnie the Pooh.
Okay.
Oh, the same chicks?
Yeah, same chicks.
Oh,
and Vinnie the Pooh decides to fight back. Is it helping even Vinnie the Pooh with 6 girls who are just physical 16-year-old girls? Like, these girls at least show some ability to present themselves as the physical kind of type. I mean, not the most dangerous girls you've ever, seen in your life by any means.
You're wondering if he can take 6 girls.
I'm wondering if he is able to get anywhere in fighting back, being a guy. 140.
This is not a real question.
He's so pissed right now.
No, this is not a real question. It's a fake question.
So, okay, let's say...
No, it's a fake question.
Let's say I'm like a minute into the video, and then all of a sudden, it's you who is the 78-pound girl. What do you see happening? What do I watch for the next 4 minutes of the video?
Well, I mean, just because it's an ass-beating video, you'll probably see me get my ass beat if I was a girl in that situation.
No, you're not a girl. You're you.
Oh, yeah, I'm kicking ass.
So you throw your first punch. You throw your first punch, and the girl's got you cornered right by the door.
Yeah,
and then they all just converge on you.
You take her down.
If I take her down first.
Well, what do you mean if?
Okay, no,
is it a guarantee or is it an if?
Me, it's a guarantee.
Okay.
And then I'll go after the chick with the camera that's in my face. She's getting the cold one. Go ahead, Tari.
But what I was going to say
so you're
is...
saying your physical man strength is going to be able to conquer even the fact that there are 6 of them.
Yes.
I think he'd easily do it.
Yes.
I think I have to agree, too.
I don't want to.
I would mop them up in the house, and then, I'm not going to lie, I'm going to catch my breath. 16-year-old girl's a little rowdy, and then I'm going to go outside and ask them dudes if they want some. Actually, you know what? I'm going to give them some. I'm going to give them some.
He's going to go out unheard.
For real?
No, but what I'm saying, the thing is, it's not what I'm saying is, okay, I can see you taking the first girl down, but I think that when they all converge on you at once, it's not just a one thing at a time.
I'm choking one with one hand and...
But you're all...
Terry's point is, if they all decided together to attack
bum rush you all at once.
If the 5 remaining girls that were still standing after, we're going to give you that if you gave the first one a good right hand to the face, that you might be able to knock her out.
Got it.
But if the 5 remaining girls all decided at once to attack in unison,
right,
we're not so sure in that scenario that you would win this battle.
Please.
With 5 girls kicking at you.
God.
With 5 girls
And
scratching
pulling
at you.
hair and tearing up clothes.
I want you to find 16-year-old girls.
No, I saw a Boys Food clip like this.
Oh, jeez. You were watching it last night.
My grandpa used to tell me, if you're surrounded by a bunch of guys, all you got to do is pick one, make sure he can't breathe out of his nose, and the next guy usually doesn't volunteer for an
You
ass
know
kicking.
they're not going to be...
All right, Jada, hang on, all right? I know you still have more to say, right? Jada, are you done?
I also want to know why the father, I agree with you when you said the father sounds a little too calm, because as a parent, honestly, I would go and shoot those girls.
Yeah, all right, hang on a second. I got to take a break here. This, obviously, is what everyone wants to talk about this morning, Terry. We will come back, 1-866-663-T-Man, back after these words.
The T-Man Show.
The pressure on women to be thin has been widely reported, but some men also fall victim to it. This man was a model before his battle with anorexia, which reduced him to 92 pounds. April Woodard on the dangers of what some call manorexia.
Manorexia, Terry.
I've heard of it.
Catchy little name.
Yes.
Cutesy little title, manorexia.
Right, for not a good disease.
Man's 92 pounds. Thanks for clarifying that this would be the non-good disease.
Oh, did she say non? I'm writing it down whether it's good or bad.
As opposed to all the others that are usually totally to your benefit.
He had looks to die for. A hunky male model with a totally ripped body. A six-pack with bulging muscles and Hollywood good looks.
All right, take it easy.
It's frightening to imagine that this is the same man today. Frail
Listen
and...
to the music now. Hear the way the music is changed. Do, 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 do.
I thought it was Lionel Richie's Hello for a second.
He had looks to die for. A hunky male model with a totally ripped body. A six-pack with bulging muscles and Hollywood good looks. It's frightening to imagine that this is the same man today.
Oh, that guy right there?
Frail and emaciated.
Oh, wow.
Virtually skin and bones. His skin is paper thin.
It's ravaged my body.
Jeremy Gillister is fighting for his life.
I do want to live, definitely.
The 36-year-old from Minnesota weighs a dangerously low 92 pounds.
Yeah, not good.
Jeremy is battling anorexia.
No, manorexia.
Only 1 in 10 anorexics is a man.
Well, I want to inspire
It's that high?
Yeah.
She's making it like that's a low number. I didn't know 10% of anorexics are men. The hell is that all about?
Yep. Getting more and more, rising even more. All the time.
Numbers are going up?
Yes.
The percentage is increasing of anorexic individuals being men.
Yes. And I think it's always been kind of there, but now it's, there's stories about it, and men are actually coming out and saying, yes, I have an eating disorder, and I am, falling into that.
Well, we haven't heard if this guy's come out yet, Terry, so...
but you know what I'm saying, is that they're actually, because men, your little egos don't want to think that you could fall victim to eating disorder.
Sure.
Jeremy Gillister is fighting for his life.
Sure.
I do want to live, definitely.
Well, then start eating!
It's that easy.
Says he wants to live.
Good.
Well, then eat a cracker! Start from there and build your appetite back up. My gosh, how difficult can this be? Well, it's a disease.
Right.
Oh, it's a deep psychological, disorder, but it is tough. It's tough to stomach, pardon the pun.
Oh, jeez.
People that just don't eat it is a little
I
tough.
do want to live, definitely.
The 36-year-old from Minnesota weighs a dangerously low 92 pounds.
Yeah, that should scare you a little bit when the scale is only giving you double digits and you're 36 years old.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
Either your scale's malfunctioning and you're, missing one of the digits, or you need to start eating more.
I'm 3 times his size. Not good.
You're
Wow.
over 3 times
+20.
the size.
Jeremy is battling anorexia. Only 1 in 10 anorexics is a man.
Well, I want to inspire everyone, but especially men. Males have the same pressures as females as far as...
I may have a little pressure on his prostate.
Wow. Not anymore, but he used to. Yeah.
Well, I don't know. Never could tell.
Tough to get a date these days.
But, why didn't this ever happen to a gay phone operator?
Well,
Why is
he
the
did.
opposite extreme?
He did have an
he had
eating disorder.
bulimia.
He had bulimia.
Well, that's his story. That's his rationalization for losing his teeth. He doesn't want anyone to think he's ghetto fabulous,
He
Terry.
did not eat. He'd eat a cake and throw it up. That's the difference.
Yeah.
Okay.
But yeah, not eating. That's not his. That's not really in his repertoire.
Well, if he was throwing everything up, then how was he 415 pounds before the surgery?
Well, by the time you throw it up, your body's already digested all the bad stuff.
Well, no, you're throwing it up to try to ward off the weight gain.
But it doesn't work, is what I'm saying.
It does work, but it's a bad, terrible, destructive disease. But it works as far as keeping weight off.
Not really.
It does.
But most
people that are rail thin like this guy aren't because of bulimics. You never see a bulimic that's 90 pounds.
Bulimics are rail thin, too, a lot of times.
Doesn't usually happen. Sometimes.
The act of throwing up your food does keep the weight off, but it's very destructive and dangerous. But it does actually work in keeping weight off.
Well, why was he 400 pounds?
Who, gay phone operator? Because he wasn't bulimic. He was lying.
Or
maybe he did it once, and he wants you to think that's why he lost his tooth.
But by the time the food's already broken down, you've absorbed it all.
See you Terry Cam this morning, Terry.
He is. He's got a late start, but he's there.
So he wasn't on at the beginning of the show this morning like usual.
No.
He's been tearing it up with his Rainbow Coalition late nights.
Oh, yeah.
And he's late to the morning show party. Is that right?
Mm-hmm.
He is late, but he's there.
He's there right now.
The bedhead to prove it, though.
Yeah, he does.
Maybe not being skinny, but looking ripped and muscular.
Jeremy was an adorable, healthy little boy. He grew into a ruggedly handsome young man. His friends suggested he model.
I like seeing that I look good. I was nervous in front of the camera.
He appeared in numerous ads, many featuring his athletic body. Jeremy began working out with a passion, and he took on a chiseled physique any guy would envy.
I felt the need to be perfect in my body shape and size and muscles.
I'm 92 pounds. Are you there yet?
Yeah.
Have you reached perfect yet? Well, it was that obsessive kind of mentality, Terry.
Right.
That got him caught up in the loop. And now he's in some serious dire straits type situations.
Yes.
So 92 pounds, a 36-year-old adult male, I think it's a situation where, he's got to worry about his overall well-being and living from day to day.
Muscles. But it was never good enough.
Nutritionist Joy Bauer doesn't treat Jeremy, but says that obsession over body image is a common trigger in male anorexics.
The same way that women are looking at magazines and rail-thin models, men are looking at those very same magazines, men with six-packs and ripples of muscles.
Ripples of muscles.
Oh, no.
It's a tough one. It's tough. You don't want to be insensitive, but it's tough to stomach this disorder of just not eating. It's tough to feel sorry for someone, even though it is a disorder.
It's one of those, they made their bed. People don't have sympathy for drug addicts.
Right.
People don't have any kind of empathy for, they are battling a disease. Drug addiction is a disease, right? So you don't hear people going, I feel so bad, we shouldn't make fun of the drug addict. No, people don't think highly. They look down on drug addicts. If you look down on a drug addict, and perhaps rightfully so, why then do you have to be empathetic for an anorexic? They made their bed just like the drug addict did. Mm-hmm. There was a portion of time where they should have known better, and they allowed it to spiral downward. So unless you're going to be sympathetic for drug addicts, don't get on anyone who's going to condemn or be non-sympathetic towards an anorexic. All right?
Got it.
It's tough to look at the starving people in the world and feel sorry for this guy.
Right.
It just is, for whatever reason.
But, of course, you can have people that know someone that died of anorexia that are going to be all bent out of shape now. Well, then feel sorry for the guy who died from his drug addiction.
Right.
But you don't feel sorry for that guy. Oh, that guy was just living a bad life. Same thing to me. No difference whatsoever. Right. I have some sympathy for drug addicts more than the average person. Trust me, because as I said, no one feels sorry for a drug addict. Mm-hmm. And I have some sympathy, but then I have a little tugging in another direction of, how could they have let themselves get in that state?
Right. But again, when some people are just have that addictive personality to whatever it may be. And that's what they...
Well, then let's have sympathy across the board, then.
Right.
Pick a side.
I know.
Are you going to be a sympathetic person or not? If you're going to be sympathetic, you have to be sympathy. There has to be sympathy across the board. Or if you're going to be a bastard, be a bastard. But pick a side right now. Yeah, I'm going bastard. I'm not looking back.
But it's sad to see someone addicted to heroin and they know they're addicted. They know they cannot beat it. That is sad to me.
That's sad. And yet, there's a majority of people out there who go, oh, it's just scum.
Right, just a scumbag drug addict.
And that same person who says, oh, that drug addict is just scum will be like, oh, my relative died of anorexia, and don't you dare make fun of someone like that. Yeah. Shut up!
Right, but again, for the eating disorders, people are going to say they have, issues with, for whatever reason, their past.
A lot of drug addictions start because of people's issues.
Right, I
and
agree.
Depressions and problems with life.
Yes.
So, pick a side. Pick a side.
Okay, I feel bad for everybody who's addicted.
Oh, nice person, Terry. Oh, well done. I don't believe it, of course, but whatever.
Oh, wow.
Lisa's calling up already saying you should never feel sorry for drug addicts.
Whoa.
Well, that's a lot of... Lisa has the guts to come on and talk about it.
So she's going bastard side.
Lisa, well, she may have... I don't know how she feels about anorexia, but she may have sympathy for anorexics. And I say, if you don't have sympathy for one, you can't have sympathy for the other. That's my feeling on it. Doesn't make me right, but that's the way I feel. I think that makes sense. I think I always make sense. I think I make more sense than anyone in this world. How about that? Lisa, you're on the air in Redwood City. Good morning.
Good morning.
How are you, Lisa?
I'm just fine. How are you?
Good. What can we do for you, love?
Well, I just want to say that I actually don't have sympathy for either of them because, first of all...
That's consistent, then.
Yes.
There's help. There's actually help available for each, people, those type of people. And in terms of... My strongest feeling, though, is in terms of the drug addict, what you were saying about feeling sorry for them, more so than the anorexia?
No, I didn't say more so. I just said you got to pick a side. I said if you don't have the audacity to look down on the drug addicts as scum, and then that same person is going to get on me, perhaps, for not feeling sorry for someone who's got anorexia. To me, it's the same kind of mentality that has you get into that kind of downward spiral that allows you to get in that condition.
I agree with that. I agree with that to a certain extent. But in terms of the anorexia, though, sometimes the medical condition that contributes to that, though, it's not something that you can completely control.
Well, drug addiction is something you can't always completely control if you want to really get down to...
You know what? You should have never stuck the crack pipe in your mouth in the first place.
You should have never stopped eating to the point where you were doing your body harm.
Some people cannot control that medically, though.
Why?
I
think people who use...
She wants it both ways. She started out not wanting it both ways.
So people are predisposed to try drugs because they're depressed.
I don't agree with that. I think people who... My father had a drinking problem, but none of my brother, nor myself, or my sister are alcohol...
Some people start taking drugs recreationally and think they can completely keep it in control, and before you know it, lo and behold, it's out of their control. Some people go on a diet thinking, okay, I'll lose 10 pounds.
Right.
My sister's friend went on a diet. They went on diets together, both planning on losing 10 pounds. So my sister lost her 10 pounds and she stopped. This girl never stopped and got anorexic.
Right.
Well, like I said, I mean, some people need to know what their limits are, and I think once you have to realize if you have an addictive personality, like you're saying.
And no one's disagreeing with you there. I'm just saying, don't try to have it both ways. I want the world to stop feeling sorry for the anorexic people if they don't have some sympathy for drug addicts.
I agree with you on that part. I totally agree with you on that. I just was disagreeing with what you had said about how you made some sort of comment about how you feel a little more sorry for the drug addict.
I never said I feel more sorry. I never said more sorry either way. Maybe that was, I don't remember you saying that.
Yeah.
If you said that, that's fine. Lisa, we're starting to go around in circles, but thank you for the call.
Thank you.
You sound like a full-figured non-drug user, so good job.
Wow.
Not at all.
Oh, jeez.
You kind of get what she's saying, though. At some point, you tied the rubber band around your arm and put a syringe in your vein.
Yes.
At some point, you chose to do that.
And I said, I don't have this unbelievable sympathetic feeling towards drug addicts. I feel a little bit sorry across the board. You gotta be consistent.
All right.
Or else it doesn't make sense. My only point is, and I'll make it one last time for anyone who's not clear, I don't want to see anyone going around acting like they're all sympathetic for people like this dude who lost all his body weight and now is battling life and death day to day, and then all of a sudden call drug addicts scum. If you want to feel sorry for one, you got to feel sorry for the other. If you don't want to feel sorry for either, that's your prerogative too. But you can't have it both ways, because it's the same mentality that gets you involved in both kind of spirals.
Right.
Now, of course, there are some vast exceptions to the general rule, but this is still the general rule.
Okay.
All right?
All right.
Thank you. Thank you so much. Where to go now? Let's see here. 186. Kira, you're on the air. Hello, I still got the beauty school girls hanging on.
Really? Oh, that's right. You wanted them to kiss.
Take them off there.
I think they did kiss. Kelly, you still there?
Yeah, I am.
What's up? I thought you were going to school.
I'm on my way.
Are you on your way? How far a drive you got?
About 10 more minutes.
You guys been kissing a little bit or no?
Am I what?
You and your friend, you guys going after it or what?
No, we're not together. We are single and loving it.
Yeah, but you guys mess around a lot, right?
Why did we get off the topic of the beauty school, man?
Well, your topic is your choice, and I never made your topic my topic, apparently. And if you're going to get suspended, you're going to get suspended. You got a teacher that's riding you real hard. That's, I guess, tough luck of the draw. What do you want me to do? What do you want me to do?
I want you to come and save us.
You want me to come down to your school and save you?
Yeah, walk in
Should
there
I wear a superhero cape or something like that? What do you want me to do?
Dun, dun, dun.
That's exactly what I want to do.
Should I whisk you off from beauty school? Should I pick you up in my arms and have dramatic music blaring in the background as I rescue you from beauty school? How do you see this happening?
I see it happening. I could totally see you in your briefs and a cape and like coming in there like dun dun dun.
Dun, dun, dun.
Well, I mean, I don't see this as a very difficult kind of situation. If you're not enjoying beauty school, stop going to beauty school.
I enjoy beauty school. I enjoy learning all
right, well, just ride it out until your semester is done with this lousy teacher, and then hopefully you'll get a better one next quarter or whatever you have in beauty school.
We get a teacher until we're done with school, but the thing is I'm contemplating on transferring.
Listen, are you and your friend going to kiss or not?
No, that's all you want.
And you know what? Out of school. How about you come over and we have a bottle of alcohol?
I want to hear two violent tongues going after it in the next 5 seconds, or I'm moving on.
She invited you over. That's good.
Yeah, she did.
Wow. So if I came over, what are we going to do?
We will drink a bottle of alcohol. We'll a little party here, a little party there. Kitchen. What do you call it? Oh, okay. Okay.
I do.
Easy.
I'm in.
Easy.
Now we got a deal. But I can't air that.
Wow.
Unfortunately.
Well, enjoy your day at beauty school.
Unfortunately, I had to dump that, Terry, because you used a word. That being the F word, in case you missed it. Terry, didn't sound like you missed it.
No, didn't miss it.
She used the F word, which, unfortunately, the FCC has a mild problem with.
Yeah.
But I appreciated it very much.
Yeah, it did a lot for me, actually. More than I thought it ever could.
We'll have to put that on our unedited DVD.
Yeah.
Too hot for radio.
Man, that's an offer I can't refuse.
Hearing a girl say that really works for me.
Yeah.
I never thought it would. That was pretty cool.
Heat of the moment, right?
When women talk dirty in a sexual fashion, Terry, when women are just like truck driver mouths, I guess, to me, that's...
Not a big turn on.
I think that's a turn on to you, but
yeah, I like it.
I don't like it.
But when it's during sex.
But during sex, yeah.
Love it.
Women using the F word and all kinds of nasty words during sex, I love it.
But I believe her for some reason when she
I believe
when she puts the invite out there that she wants to do that.
I gotta believe her. It's the only action I'm getting this week.
Yeah. I totally believe her. we can make that happen.
Wow.
By noon.
What do you mean we? I thought it was just me and
There's two of them. You taking both of them?
Well, she only invited him over.
How many weenuses do you have?
You don't think I can handle it? You only need one. Don't you?
All right. I just weaseled myself into that deal if you haven't noticed. Okay, well, I'll drive.
I did notice, and that's my problem. Right. Nico, you're on the air.
Hilarious.
All right, what's up, T-Man?
What's up, buddy?
Oh, no, I was just agreeing with you about the anorexic dudes, and I can't even believe that 10% of men are anorexic.
Yeah, that was hard for me to believe. The reporter made it seem like it was a really low number. Of all the anorexics, 10% of them are men. The reporter made it seem like that was a really
lowish, right? I
thought
it's really high.
Right.
That is,
but she made it
that
seem...
is high. If you call yourself a man and you believe in anorexia and all of that crap, you're not a man.
Well, I think most men would call themselves a man.
See, and that's why. So, I mean, I actually think it's probably a little bit higher, but because of this guy saying, "Oh, you're not a man because you have an eating disorder. That's only for women," type situation.
No, it's not for women. It's for weaklings.
And women are supposed to be weaklings in this man's mind.
I guess so.
Not men.
See,
right.
What I think is, like, your image should not be revolved around any other images you see. You should be self-confident within yourself.
Well, that'd be nice if we all lived in the perfect little world.
Man, perfect world. I was born, hey, T-Man, I was born with one ear, and that never stopped me from being all that I could be.
Well, I can't believe you're not anorexic. Yeah, well,
I mean, I'm not anorexic, but no.
Yes.
I mean, I was born with a defect where when I was a kid, most kids talked about me.
Well,
there's the one-ear kid.
Yeah, one ear's really all you need to hear. But anyway, so you were kind of, it was more that you looked weird than you having a hearing issue, right?
Yeah, exactly.
Well, we all have our freaky stages in life where we all get made fun of. I had plenty of them. Still do. Anyhow, I'm glad you rose above the challenges you were faced with.
You have to.
Thank you, Nico. Take care, my friend. Take care, my friend. Now, here's a man who's anorexic, but at least he has an excuse, Terry, because he's dirt Pooh.
Oh.
Good morning, Swagger.
I'm not anorexic. Or however you
the
pronounce
fact
it.
that he's not anorexic is a miracle, Terry, because he's got not 2 pennies to rub together.
He eats grass.
And yet he manages to keep body weight on.
Yeah.
Yeah, how does he do it?
What can we do for you, Swags?
Well, I just heard that George Takei singing country music tonight, I think on NBC.
George Takei is going to, they're doing all the reality shows. They're running through new reality shows again. Like, I thought they were slowing down on creating new reality shows, but I see a lot of commercials for a lot of reality shows that you just have to realize when you see the commercial that this thing doesn't make it past 4 weeks.
Right. Isn't it the hidden talents of
celebrities?
Celebrities.
Stars, yeah. Danny Bonaducci's going to do something.
Right.
Yeah. George Takei. And
finally, they found a talent in Danny Bonaducci and George Takei, and other celebrities are going to show their hidden talents, and it's going to be just mesmerizing to the millions of people that are going to tune in.
Scott Baio throws a frisbee. Yes.
So what are you're excited about watching George Takei?
It actually concerns me that he's stooping to that low of a thing to get publicity.
Well, he's had some better years in the past than he's having right now, apparently, and he needs a couple of bucks so he can eat.
Well, there's one thing also. I'm going to be losing my apartment. It's getting torn down to be made into a condo.
So you're basically warning us about a homeless status that you'll be having within how long a period of time?
Less than a year.
Less than a year. All right, that's giving you more than enough warning to try to do something to keep yourself from being homeless, right?
Yeah.
I was once living in an apartment building, and they gave us like 3 weeks to move out because they were turning it into condos. You're getting like a year's warning.
Right.
Yeah, but I'm still a poor college student.
Well, and you were a poor high school student, and after college, you'll just be a poor man.
Right. Why not get a couple of your college buddies together and
do you have any strategies now that college is kind of coming to an end for you, Swagger, believe it or not?
Yeah, it should be. What is he, 23?
How old are you now, Swags?
I'm turning 22 in about 2 weeks.
Okay.
Oh, my God.
Somewhere.
Have you come up with any strategies during your time in college on how you're actually going to make a living, or is that something you're...
Well, I still have my current job, and I still need to transfer to UW.
Okay.
I'm going for a master's.
All right. That's just prolonging having to go out and work.
Masters.
All right. Whatever.
I'm going for a master's in meteorology.
Oh, that's right. He wants to be a professional weatherman.
All right. Well, at least you have some goals. All right?
Yep.
Good luck. Take care.
I will.
Very exciting.
Yeah. Man, oh man.
1-866-663-T-Man is the number to call. I got tons of people waiting. And let me see what Rebecca in Redwood City wants. Good morning, Rebecca.
Hi, how are you guys doing?
Hi, Rebecca.
This is a hot topic, huh? So I just wanted to say
There's kind of a difference with, I think anorexic people have more of an issue of insecurity, where drug addicts, the selfishness.
Well, there are a lot of difference between anorexic people and drug addicts. I'm not saying they're directly related in any kind of capacity. I'm just saying the mentality of allowing yourself to slip into the world of being an anorexic who now is in too deep and being a drug addict who's in too deep is a similar kind of mindset in some regards. But as far as anorexia and drug addictions go, there are tons of differences. They're not completely synonymous in any way. All right?
You can't feel sorry for those people, though, because, maybe you're an enabler at that point.
All right, well, then there you go. You picked a side. You're not going to feel sorry for either group. That's all I ask.
There's a state of being, and then there's a state of doing, and you have to be in the state of being.
Right, wonderful. Don't all lecture us now, all right, honey? Jesus.
What are you, Yoda?
Get off your frickin' high horse and go douche or do something productive.
There's a state of doing and a state of douching.
All right? Yeah. We don't need a lecture from you.
Oh, my God.
Choosing not to eat, though, sounds like a state of doing, by the way, as well.
Jeez.
No, well, I don't even know what her point was, but all I know is she was trying to now lecture us. I don't need a lecture! Actually, I probably could use one or two, but... 1-866-663-T-Man. Back after these words.
The T-Man Show.
Happy 17th birthday, Jamie Lynn, the world's most famous pregnant teenager, and her fiancé, Casey Aldridge.
You hear that, Terry? She's the world's most famous teenager, pregnant teenager.
Ah,
I wonder who's the second most famous pregnant teenager in the world. Any idea?
It's a prestigious list, I'm sure.
Yeah.
It's a very high society situational list there. They call her the world's most famous pregnant teenager.
The world's most famous pregnant teenager and her fiancé, Casey Aldridge, celebrated the blessed occasion at the always popular Ruby Tuesday.
Oh, they're obviously in the saving money mode. Ruby Tuesdays. Have you been to a Ruby Tuesday, Sarah?
No, I'm
kind of
not.
like a TGI Friday.
Is it?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Same kind of family.
All right.
Tuesday, Friday, I get the feel.
Got it.
Mm-hmm. Not the highest society dining ever, let's be honest here, okay?
Got a decent meal, right?
Well, I mean, depends on your definition of decent. Sure, you get yourself a little happy hour potato skins. Can't go wrong. As long as there's a bathroom nearby, you're fine.
All right. Yeah.
Oh, it's Ruby, all right.
Can I get a box of that? No.
But did the 6-month pregnant birthday girl really go on an ATV ride afterward? Yes, and we have to believe that's not in the mommy-to-be manual.
All right, very exciting. Whatever. Anyhow, I don't even know what he's talking about there. I got the girls from beauty school calling back for a third time this morning. After they had just said the F word on the air a few moments ago, Terry. Yes.
Put it in a loving way.
I have, I got a lot of things I got to cover here. I got Kira on the line, who's... Let me talk to Kira real quick, and then I'm going to get to whatever you got there, Terry. I need new stuff this morning. We're talking too much about CPS and anorexia. It's starting to drag me down. Give me something light and lifting, Terry. Do you have anything light and lifting on your pile, or what?
Let me look. Oh, actually, I do. I have an article.
All right.
The article is entitled 10 Signs She's Flirting With You.
Oh, jeez. With me?
With you.
I don't need 10 signs, Terry.
No?
Even if there are no signs, I assume she's flirting with me. That's just the way I am in my overly confident little way here. Oh, yeah, she's flirting with me. She wants me. Anyhow, 10 signs that it's targeted towards men. 10 signs that she's flirting with you, unless this is targeted towards lesbian women. Which is it?
Well, if you wanted to. No, it's she's flirting with you, guy. Yeah, it's that.
Well, where is the article coming from? I'm assuming it has to be a men's magazine.
Yes. AskMen.com.
Oh, it's not even a magazine. It's a website.
Yeah.
AskMen.com has
Very
come out
popular.
with a list of 10 things that she could be doing that would indicate that she's flirting with you.
Oh, yeah.
Finger in the anus.
Whoa, how about not on the list?
I think she kind of likes me. I don't know. Oh, jeez. Well, I just had the potato skins. What did you expect? You should have asked me before you started flirting with me. 10 signs she's flirting with you.
Yes.
These aren't going to be really dramatic, long, drawn-out signs, right? You can run through them pretty quick?
Yeah, I can.
Well, how many signs do you really need to
Well, you know what?
check off on your checklist to figure out if she's flirting with you? How many men really need a magazine article or a website article to figure out whether she's flirting with you?
A majority.
I think plenty. A lot of guys don't get it.
She locked my wife in the trunk. I think she kind of wants me. I think she may be flirting. I should probably let my wife out at some point, but she looks pretty good.
Just a hunch.
Mm-hmm. Is that one of the 10 signs, Terry?
No, locking in trunks. Things.
No locking wires in trunks?
No.
That would be, they missed one, don't you think, now that I said that out loud? Don't you think that would be one of the 10 signs that she's flirting with you?
I think that goes beyond a sign of flirting. I think that goes beyond flirting, quite honestly.
Well, then finger in the anus. Is that on the list, Terry?
That's a tad,
also is over
the flirting.
Once that happens, the seduction is pretty much over?
I think so.
I think that's true love if a woman's prepared to go knuckle deep on you.
You don't know the hell of it.
2 knuckles deep. True love.
What about 1 knuckle?
She's really into you. Really into you. Not sure it's true love yet.
Not true love yet.
Yeah.
2nd knuckle, true love.
True love, yes.
Stop it.
Yes.
Wow.
Not good.
3rd knuckle, 98.6. Anyhow.
Marriage material.
Okay. Marriage material.
Yeah.
Wow. All right. Now we know why you all of a sudden got decided to get married.
That's all it takes. 3 knuckles deep.
Kira?
Yes.
How are you? You're on the air. We're going to go over your list in a second, Terry. Kira's been waiting a while. What can I do for you, Kira?
I am having some trouble with money. And I know you guys were talking to that guy yesterday. I didn't catch the show this morning if you guys got to figure out what happened to his wife and everything.
Oh, I don't remember.
Oh, okay. Well,
I don't know what you're talking about.
I'm 19, and I'm going through, like, a lot of money trouble.
Oh, really? Wow. I've never heard of such a thing. 19-year-old with money problems? Aren't all 19-year-olds completely taken care of as far as making all the money that they need to have made in a lifetime, Terry?
Oh, yeah.
Aren't all 19-year-olds completely set as far as money's concerned?
Right.
19 years old implies that you have money problems. You don't have to say I'm a 19-year-old with money problems. Just being 19 means you have money problems. So why are you acting like you're all special?
Oh, well, it's just that, like, it's not just credit cards that screwed me over. Well, that helps a lot.
You're in debt. And not only are all the 19-year-olds of the world, but everyone from 19 to, like, 49 is pretty much in debt right now in this world. So, again, why are you different? Why are you special? Why should we even listen to what you have to say, Kira? I mean, you're no different than anyone else who could call in right now. You got your credit cards maxed out, overdrawn, bank accounts, and all kinds of situations. Yes.
Well, like, I always listen to you guys give advice, and the people who hang up because they think that your advice is stupid and they call it you.
I don't remember that ever happening.
Yeah.
I think I listened to the wrong show.
I know. But, yeah, I always think that your advice is really good, so I was
you'd be right.
You guys help me.
Got a good head on your shoulders. Maybe you'll start making money sooner or later. Are you working? Or
Yeah, I'm working, but it's not, like...
It's not making a dent in your financial problems.
I took out, like, several payroll advances when I lost my job.
Yes.
And, like, I got stuck with Kirby. I don't know if you guys ever heard about the vacuum company.
Yes.
Yeah.
And they promised us $2,000 salary a month.
Yeah,
and they didn't
follow through on that promise. Is that right?
I mean, get into a few houses to get that.
There are promises, and then there are actually kept promises. And what was this company she was talking about?
Kirby. Kirby. You know, they come.
Didn't exactly keep their promise to you. Is that what happened, or what?
No, it was just what they were asking for was a lot harder than what it seemed. They said that...
Get used to it, because your employers may in the future ask a lot from you that you're not prepared to do right on the spot.
Oh, well, I was ready to do it. It's just, it was a lot more than what they said that I'd be able to have the weekends off, and they said, oh, but you get bonuses if you work 6-7 days.
All right. So did you start working 6-7 days or no?
I worked for 6 days.
All right.
I had to go to church, but that's not really helping. But
all right, how in debt are you? How much money is needed
3,000.
right? 3,000. Well, you know what? That's nice. In the grand scheme of things. If every 19-year-old out there only needed 3,000 to get themselves back, like to break even status, to get themselves out from being underwater, there are a lot of 19-year-olds that are laughing at you right now, 3,000. I mean,
people say that in the summer. You go to college, that's nothing.
There are a lot of 19-year-olds that owe a lot less. There are a lot of 19-year-olds that are only $100 in debt, if in debt at all. But 19-year-olds are always with their money issues.
Yeah.
Okay?
I understand. But it's just, I get money from work and everything, but I just can't seem to hold on to it. I always spend it on stupid things, and then I look back at it, I'm like, what the hell did I do?
Well, what kind of saver do you expect to be at 19? You expect to have a ton of mutual funds? You expect to have all kinds of stocks and bonds? You're 19. If you were 29 and you were in this situation, maybe then it becomes an issue. But you're 19. Money issues is part of the fun of being 19.
Yeah.
You sound pretty bright. The fact that you're even worried about money at 19 shows me signs that you're more responsible. You're going to church, you said. You seem like a level-headed 19-year-old more than anyone I've heard in recent days. I'm least worried about you amongst all the 19-year-olds I've ever talked to. Yes, you're $3,000 in debt. All right. So you sound, as I said, pretty bright, so you can start getting yourself to the point where you start working that down a little bit if you're that concerned over it.
Yeah, I'm trying, but I mean, it's like there's so much.
It's depressing you that much?
Yeah, it is.
Wow. See what today, every show takes on a theme, Tari.
I know.
And because we started out with the dude with the CPS problems,
right.
Now today's show is people who are, I guess,
just in dire straight?
Funked out. No, she's just over. She's 19.
I know.
Stop worrying so much.
Enjoy your life.
I dropped out of high school to get money in order to.
Well, that was dumb. Bad move. Anyhow, where are your mom and dad in the equation? Not that a 19-year-old can expect much at that point in life, a lot of times from mom and dad, but you have a relationship with them or no?
Yeah, I do. It's not that great.
Why? What happened? Why does your mom hate you? What happened?
Ever since I was little, they've always picked on me pretty much. And it's like, that's why I wanted
sometimes that can be called discipline. Are you sure you didn't confuse being picked on with your parents' rightful position of disciplining you?
Yeah, but I don't think that, discipline has anything to do with, like, your weight gain or anything like that.
So your mom, especially, I'm assuming, your mom would ride you hard because she felt that you were a little too chubby as a teenager?
Yeah, actually, she still thinks I'm chubby now. Well, it's not even.
All right. Well, do you think maybe, even though she might have overdid it, do you think maybe it all came from a place where she meant well in trying to motivate you to lose some weight as a teenager? Do you think now, looking back on it, that you can appreciate to some standpoint as far as your mom commenting, probably in an over-the-top fashion, but doing what she did and trying to inspire you to lose weight? Or do you still hold it against her as much as ever?
Not as much as I used to. I obviously wanted my health, but it's just after I told her that it got to a point that I was depressed, she still continued to do it.
All right. Whatever. So I think you're going a little too hard on your mom. But anyway, can this 19-year-old just relax a little bit, Tari?
I agree.
When I was 19, the biggest worry in my life was who's buying me beer this weekend.
Right.
I don't know anybody over 20.
Not that I'm trying to drain the responsible kind of mindset that she has. I want 19-year-olds to be responsible, but it comes a point where it becomes unhealthy. The fact that she's allowing herself to get so depressed is overdoing it.
Can go out.
10 years from now, you'll look back and laugh at how depressed you were at 19.
Relax a little bit, Kira. Is that possible or what? Do you have a boyfriend?
Yes, I do.
You do? What does your boyfriend say about your just overdone kind of mentality right now? Does he tell you to just chill out a little bit?
No, because it's at the point we want to move and we can't go anywhere because my credit's pretty bad.
Oh, Jesus.
Oh, so just put it all in his name.
That won't help.
I don't know.
He's a good for nothing. Anyway.
Oh, wow.
But you got a boyfriend. A lot of 19-year-olds wish they had boyfriends. A lot of 19-year-olds wish this. A lot of 19-year-olds wish that. No life is perfect, Kira. All right? And the fact that you're, as I said, focused on it means that you're prepared to do something about it. So just don't overanalyze and get yourself overly stressed out than you need to be, all right?
Yeah.
Take a deep breath. Summer's coming. Have a little fun.
Yeah, I can't do that. Fun costs money.
Oh, jeez.
Oh, well.
Jeez. No, fun's out for the summer, T-Man.
No, very expensive this year.
Can't get a couple of
No
jobs,
fun,
right?
no 8.
With the rising cost of fun, T-Man?
I think you get our point, Kira. Thank you for calling.
The T-Man Show.
Beauty School Kelly, you still hanging on?
Yeah.
Oh, man. She's been on all morning now.
Yeah, she has.
What can I do for you now, Kelly? This is the third time you've been on this morning. Usually I have a one-time per morning rule, but I'm breaking all the rules for Beauty School Kelly.
Yeah, too. I just want to apologize for saying that nasty word.
That's all right. It worked for me.
What?
It worked fine for me. I just couldn't air it. That's all.
Well, I also wanted to tell you guys that we got suspended for the day because we were on your show.
Oh, so now you're blaming us for the suspension. You told us you were going to be suspended regardless, and now you have a reasonable excuse for why you got suspended, because this show gets people suspended, Terry.
Oh, that's not what I'm saying, man.
You can't be on this show and expect to be in good status at your school or workplace.
Right.
Suspension's handed out as soon as you walk to the door, anywhere you go.
Man.
We are the shunned show.
No, I was saying that we walked there and he was like, ladies, and we walked into his office. He's like, oh, I heard you were on the radio. You're suspended for the day. I don't want to
So now you're making it very clear you have no plans today, so the hookup is on.
Okay, well, you should get my number. And then come get some San Ramon.
All right, hang on.
Oh, jeez.
Drive a hard bargain.
I heard that. She sure does. My arm is so twisted.
A pasty.
No, he'll blow it somehow.
How's that? No. What are you eating, pasty?
Oh, dude.
Hey, Kelly?
Hey, Kelly.
Oh, he's got cream cheese.
He's using the voice, Terry.
Yeah.
Just going to blow it for me.
Nice voice. Hey, Kelly.
Hey, Kelly. I'm Creepy Dave. Pasty Dave.
Wow.
I'm a virgin.
I met this client of ours, Terry.
Yes.
That said, can I meet Whitey Dave?
Whitey Dave?
No, come on.
Stop it.
Is that right?
Whitey Dave, yes.
Whitey Dave.
We love Whitey Dave. I'm like, well, if you love him that much, you'd call him Pasty Dave, but I'll start calling him Whitey Dave now that you mentioned it.
Whitey kind of works.
Whitey does work.
That works.
And she was on the right track, obviously.
Oh, dude.
Whitey!
Whitey!
Oh, hi, it's Dave. Oh.
Whitey! He's not answering. He doesn't know why I'm calling him Whitey. He doesn't know why. He's been on the phone.
I'm sorry.
You don't know why I'm calling you Whitey, do you?
Whitey?
Did you hear why I was calling you Whitey?
No.
All right, we'll just go with it, all right? Whitey!
Yes, T-Man.
Okay. He knows to respond to Whitey. I told a whole story as to why we should start calling you Whitey. It has nothing to do with me.
Okay, what does it have to do with?
Don't worry about it.
Oh.
You don't worry about it, Whitey.
Okay.
Whitey Dave.
Just keep using that.
All right, Whitey David Arthur III.
Okay.
Okay.
Bluey.
Bluey? What? She.
That's nice. Anyhow.
Oh, he's just throwing out colors.
I don't
okay,
know.
orangey.
I don't get
All
it.
right.
Terry, you said you have an article, right? It has 10 signs that she's flirting with you?
Yes.
We're going to get to it, I promise.
Do you think that your little beauty school girl was flirting with you?
I don't know yet. I don't.
Then you need this article.
Mm-hmm.
Can't tell.
1-866-663-T-Man. Calls are always the priority around here before Terry's silly little articles. But I will get to it before the end of the segment, I promise you, Terry. We'll run through at least half of those signs. So start picking out your favorite flirting signs. Miranda, you're on the air. Okay, good. Miranda, you're on the air.
Hi.
Hi, Miranda.
So that girl Kira that just called seriously needs a reality check because I'm 19 years old.
And you don't give a crap about anything, do you?
Yes. Wow.
What?
You don't give a crap about anything, do you?
No, she said she had $3,000 in medical in bills. I had $3,000 in medical bills.
Mm-hmm.
I've had a job since I was 13, so she needs to stop whining and do something about it.
Yeah, I don't know how you're all stressed out at 19. What are you going to be like at 28?
I know.
If you're all stressed out at 19.
I have more bills than she could probably imagine, but I don't call radio shows and whine about my problems to other people.
At 19, all I worried about was setting the alarm for dinner.
Yes. Don't miss that. You're screwed the rest of the night.
That's it. That's the only thing I worried about.
If you miss dinner in college, you're in trouble.
Mm-hmm.
There's no food available for the next 12 hours.
Even when I was home for summer, just sleep it all day, set the alarm for dinner, and don't worry about anything else. Everything else will take care of itself.
It's weird your dad called you
how
good for
greedy
nothing.
can you be, though?
Well, I don't know if she's really being greedy. I think she's just overly worried. Some people are just different mentalities than others, and she's just got to take a little breath and enjoy life a little bit more than being stressed out at age 19. There's plenty of time in this world to be stressed out.
Well, she said she had credit card bills. Those credit card bills, she dug herself her own hole, and payday loans, that's her own fault.
That's my job. Listen, yes, everyone's going to be in a financial situation at age 19. No one's set for life at age 19, or at least the real people of the world are going to have money issues at age 19. So, welcome to the club of everyone. All right, Kira?
No kidding.
Yes. So, Miranda, we understand where you're coming from. All right. She's 19. She has the same kind of financial situation as Kira, and she don't give a crap.
Nope. Why, and why should you?
Just means you're 19.
Yes.
That's it.
Yes.
Money out the wazoo at 19.
Trying to scrounge together $6 for a can of Kodiak.
Whoa.
If I made that, I was happy.
Unless you're the guy who invents Facebook, you're going to have money issues.
Right. Your last name is Olsen, first name Mary Kate.
Yeah, if your name is Mary Kate Olsen, you don't have to worry about money. But even they have issues.
Right.
Yep.
They have more issues than just about everyone their age.
Mm-hmm.
They're obviously not 19 anymore. How old are Mary Kate and Ashley? About 23?
They were rich when they were 19, though. I mean,
they were
19,
rich when they were 16, 13, 12.
They were almost billionaires at 16 years old.
Yeah, I know.
They're billionaires now.
Yes.
And yet, look at them. They look like they don't have issues.
Right. Yes, true.
So it's not one issue, it's another. Frank has been waiting a while. Yes, Frank, what can I do for you?
Yeah, I just wanted to get on there and start to battle. Everything's been going on.
All right, listen, dude. You're on the air, but you're cutting out every other word. So I don't know if you're on speaker or whatever, but if you could find a way to make it so we can actually hear you, that's always a bonus. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Again, your phone is cutting out. Do you have the handset on? Are you talking on a Bluetooth deal, or what's the deal?
Yeah.
Well, no, the Bluetooth thing ain't working. You gotta pick up the handset or something. Okay. You are cutting out, dude, and I want to be able to give you your time, but I'm going to have to move on unless we can actually hear you.
Okay. I'm going to get the thing out of here. If you want to come back to me in a sec, I've got a real free...
No, just do it right now. Oh, what? You got to call us back?
Oh.
Just do what you got to do.
Okay, well, I got it going. How's the salmon?
He's got a what?
How's the salmon?
He's got to go and eat salmon?
That's what I thought. That's part of Bluetooth. I'm buying one today.
You get salmon with Bluetooth?
Sounds like I gotta go and eat salmon. I'll be at T-Mobile later today. Hey, where's my sandwich?
Like a nice salmon sandwich, Terry.
So good.
Where'd he go? Is he there, Frank?
Truly,
what's the matter, Frank?
I'm some bandit bail bonds.
He's got a what?
He's got to go get a bail bond.
He's got to go put a bra on.
I don't know. That's really the endorsement for Bluetooth.
You go put a bra on, eat salmon, and get a bail bond, and then call us back.
Bluetooth's like playing that old game of operator. You may or may not hear what the person's saying.
Pasty, I'm sorry, Whitey. Pick up on Frank and see how you could assist him, all right? Let me go to Megan. Megan, you're on the air. Hello, Megan.
Hi.
Hi, Megan. Real quick, what can I do for you? I want to get to as many calls and Terry's story in this segment. Go ahead, Megan.
Okay, so I have a best friend. He's a guy, and we've known each other like our whole lives. And he was supposed to be my first kiss, but I don't know. He didn't show up, so I kissed his brother.
He was supposed to be her first kiss, but he was late that day.
He didn't show.
He didn't show, so she wound up kissing his brother. Wow, I saw a Boys Food clip just like that.
Oh, jeez.
The other day.
Is there ever a Boys Food clip, whatever, that you can't relate to?
Oh, Terry, this one I definitely relate to. But she did a lot more than kiss, obviously. So you kissed her brother?
No, I was in his brother. I was in 7th grade, and it was my first kiss.
All right, so where are you now? What grade are you in now?
Now I'm 19.
A lot of 19-year-olds calling in today.
Yeah.
I know.
But the way she says it, I'm 19. Nah.
I love that, yeah.
Hey, I have a cold, okay?
Yeah, of course. That's why you sound the way you do. I'm sure you don't sound that way all the time. Anyhow, what's the problem? Is there a problem?
We hang out, like, every day.
You and your male best friend.
Yes.
And now you're wondering whether you should morph it into an out-and-out relationship, or you're wondering whether you should become friends with benefits? What's your...
Well, we already have sex, but it's like, I don't know, like, it feels weird.
It feels weird.
Maybe he's doing it wrong.
Have you had sex with his brother to find out if it just feels that way?
No,
you haven't had sex with the brother. You kissed the brother first, but now you're back with the best friend, the other brother, and you're having sex with this guy.
Yeah.
How often do you and your best friend have sex on let's say in a given month? In the month of March, which we're now in April, in the month of March, how many times did you and your male best friend have sex?
Like 3.
3 times.
Yeah.
How many times did you have sex total in the month of March?
3.
So you're not having sex with anyone but this guy.
Neither is he.
All right, take it easy. I didn't ask about him. I'm asking about you.
Yeah.
Relax.
Man, see, that's the theme.
Neither is he, T-Man.
19-year-olds, relax.
Oh, a lot of high-strung 19-year-olds today, yeah.
No, and we even talked about it. We were like, well, we're pretty much in like a monogamous relationship as friends, but we have sex. Like, it's weird.
Well, maybe you're actually officially boyfriend and girlfriend, and yet you're the last ones to know. It sounds like if you're very close and you're best friends and you're having sex 3 times a month, what would be different if you guys decided to become officially boyfriend and girlfriend? What would change?
We'd have sex a lot more than that.
A lot more, yeah. I was thinking that, but I mean, aside from that, what would really
Absolutely
change?
Nothing.
Yeah, exactly. So what's the difference about you guys making it official or not? You could have like had sex 19 times last month and...
But she doesn't want him to see other people, right? I mean, that would change. Right?
He's not seeing other people anyway. He'd start seeing other people if he was if he was her official boyfriend.
No, I'm just saying maybe he is now, but she doesn't know that.
No, he's not. She said clearly he's not seeing other people.
Well, we're together. We hang out every single day.
You hang out every single day, but you're only having sex 3 times a month. So if you were to make it official that you're boyfriend and girlfriend, you would...
Well, then I'd have sex, like, every day.
Then you'd have sex every day. So that's all that...
I mean, he's not my boyfriend, so, I mean, it's like...
I know, that's all that will change. That sounds like a good enough reason to me.
But why don't you guys do it every day? I mean, are you guys like... Do you have remorse?
They're not boyfriend and
I know,
girlfriend.
but do you have remorse after you do it? Well, if you're going to do it once, why would you do it 100 times? What's the difference?
If you're going to do it 3 times a month, why can't you do it, and you're with each other every day, why can't you do it 31 times a month?
Well, because, I don't know, it's like... It's just...
That would make me a girlfriend.
Explain it. Yeah.
Maybe a...
You what?
I don't know how to explain it, because he's not my boyfriend. Like, we do it as friends.
I got that. Yes.
Neither one of us are having sex with anyone else.
Now we will fornicate as a friend. Come here.
So it's like, hey, friends,
how do you know the difference?
Why? You said the sex is weird. Why do you think the sex is weird? Does he got a small little dilly or what? What you said?
The situation is weird. The sex is weird.
That's why.
Oh, the sex physically isn't weird, but when you guys actually do have sex 3 times a month, it just feels weird because you're
only supposed to be friends,
we're
right?
only friends, and we're such good friends. So I feel like I could potentially be ruining a friendship.
Okay, now when you guys have sex, would you categorize it as like love-making, passionate, kind of soft, sensual sex, or is it violent, hardcore, throw each other around sex?
It depends on the sex. We've had like love-making sex, and then we've had like really hardcore sex.
Tell me about the hardcore sex. What do you guys?
Did you see this homeboy's food too?
What do you guys?
And stuff and like spanking and
spanking.
And like hair pulling. It was really intense.
He likes to pull your hair. Do you like your hair being pulled?
Yeah, and I pulled his hair, but he cut his hair off. So.
Do you like it pulled hard? When you oralize him, do you like your head being pushed down?
Are you asking for a friend?
Really? Stop.
I'm just wondering. I want to find out the scope.
Most women
the
probably
scope of this
love
friendship.
that.
Some girls do more now than ever.
I don't know what you're saying by push down.
Push down
like
on her
force
head.
the situation.
Oh. A lot of girls don't like when a guy is pushing on her head. But
just let us be.
Some girls are requesting that now.
Really?
Do you like when a guy pushes down on your head? Yes or no?
No.
Kind of force the issue a little bit more.
No.
You don't like that. You tell him to
And
stop.
I've never gone down on him. And
Oh,
he's
really?
never gone down on me, because that's like a very, like,
Well, you-
boyfriend-girlfriend thing to me.
Sex is not a boyfriend-girlfriend thing, but if you were to start getting...
No, sex is, no, that's different.
Mm-hmm. Do you like tongue kiss? Because they say that's the real ultimate sign of sensuality is like hookers will have sex, but they won't tongue kiss.
Well, we do that, like, every day.
You tongue kiss every day.
Yeah.
Wow. You got a good little friendship going on there.
Yeah.
So does he.
Mm-hmm. You need any more friends?
Are you taking apps?
Well, she doesn't like the forceful head thing, so...
Taking applications,
Oh,
yeah, but
wow.
that would be a deal breaker as far as my friendship with her. She's got to be open to me, like...
Doing that.
Yeah.
Really? Really?
Deal breaker?
Mm-hmm. That's a deal breaker. Absolutely. I don't need friends that bad. What is it about that? Just, just naughty. I don't know.
Yeah, I kind of like it too.
Yeah.
It's just a force thing. I'm in control. I've got power.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
All that.
Do daddy like this.
Megan, it's your call on whether you should take it to a huge next level with this guy and become boyfriend and girlfriend. Actually, it doesn't really sound like things are going to be that different, to be honest. You guys have been best friends forever. You guys have been having sex. All that'll change is he'll get a little more action from an oral standpoint, and you guys will just do it more frequently. Other than that, doesn't seem like much is going to change. That's not going to be a dramatic difference, believe it or not.
Yeah.
All right?
Okay.
It sounds like you're leaning towards wanting to be his girlfriend, but it's probably him that's holding it up more than you. Am I reading you right, or what? Will you admit that?
Well, he's the one that's more affectionate towards me.
Me.
I am.
You're really naughty, 19-year-old, aren't you? Oh, boy. So you request to him, you won't let him do what I said earlier, but you asked to have your hair pulled. You request that.
Well, no, it's going to happen. It was like a very intense little... I don't know.
Now, do you know, on the 3 times a month when you have sex, do you know ahead of time whether it's going to be one of the more violent kind of throw each other around kind of sexual experiences or more the love-making type, or do you just not know until you're about 10 minutes at least into it?
Yeah, it's going to happen however it does.
Well, what usually determines whether it's going to be one of those sensual, so loving, love-making sessions, or it's just going to be a knockdown, drag-out deal?
I'm guessing booze.
Yeah, kind of, sometimes.
Your alcohol level?
Sometimes.
You like to drink a lot?
No.
Are you interested in any other guys when you go out and guys like hit on you? You interested at all or no?
Kind of.
You are. So you are.
I mean, it's just like I kind of compare guys to him because, I don't know.
So one might say that you're in love with this guy.
Ooh.
Well, we tell each other we love each other every day.
But.
Every day. Love it.
But like love.
We tell each other we love each other every day.
Not friend love.
You have a call.
I always make the last word in my sentence a 16-syllable word.
That's why I watch The Hills. They're full of them.
Every day. I love it. So naughty. All right, well, do what you want. All right? Thanks for the call.
Okay.
Get back to us and let us know what you decided, okay? You don't want me to make the call for you, do you? I mean, are you telling us that it's completely in your court, that if you tell him, yeah, I want to be your girlfriend, that it's a done deal?
No.
All right, then you know what? Don't put yourself out like that, because you may say, yeah, I'm ready to be your girlfriend, and he'll say, nope. Just keep things as they are, unless he's the one who suggested first. Has he been suggesting he wants to take it to the next level, or just you thinking this?
I don't know. It just pisses me in public now.
All right, so you don't mind it, do you?
No.
All right.
Just call yourselves boyfriend, girlfriend, and have a great day.
Yeah.
Why can't you pull the trigger on that?
All you 19-year-olds just need to chill out a little bit.
Just...
Don't overthink things. My gosh, you're going to miss out on the best part of being a 19-year-old.
I already have a career, so I mean, it's like I'm kind of above that.
Above that.
Yeah, I love that.
Stop being so above everything at 19. You're not supposed to be above anything at 19. You're missing the point on being 19.
I agree. You don't need a career at 19.
You don't need a career. You don't need money. You don't need responsibility. You're supposed to be 19.
I'm working a lot now so that I can have fun later.
All right, later. All right, well, I'm glad you called, and I hope you keep in touch, all right?
Okay.
Stay in close contact with us.
All right.
And call us a lot, too. All right.
Off the air, preferably. I'm sure CEOs running around going, crap, somebody get Megan. We are in trouble in this company.
I got a career.
Right. Hey, man, they're all in the hills. You got to watch it. You'll definitely get your fix.
Who the hell wants a career at age 19?
I don't know.
It's the last. It's like a disease at 19 to have a career.
I was washing pans at Little Caesars Pizza. I didn't think that was a career.
19, I'm making $7 an hour.
God. Didn't even allow me to have a radio in there. Serious the rules.
Scorched.
Oh, no, I got a career.
I already have that. I'm going to have fun when I'm older.
He's all of a sudden started kissing me in public. I'm like, oh, that was weird.
Boy, you realize we had sex earlier in the day, right? Okay. Can't be that weird.
Man. Love these 19-year-olds, Terry.
Gosh.
When I was 19, I loved 40-year-olds.
Yeah?
40-year-old women.
Mm-hmm.
Now that I'm in my mid-30s, I love 19-year-olds. Yeah, baby.
Minus the having to sit across from them at a dinner. Minus that part.
And 40-year-olds. I still like them, too, by the way.
Yeah?
Yeah.
All right.
Mm-hmm.
So you're just taking everybody.
Yeah, that's pretty much it.
Yeah, that's the kind of women I like the most, the ones that are into me.
Yeah.
Those are my favorites.
And the ones that aren't into me.
You like them, too.
I like them all.
The T-Man Show.
Oh, yeah.
I know, dude.
Oh, jeez.
Oh, wow.
I see you guys. I see you. Mm-hmm. Is she really getting that tight?
She's got a nice little muscle up there. It's a nice little ball on her bicep.
I'll put it nice.
Oh, jeez.
Jerry,
Yes,
I guess
sir.
the reference that is being made here is that your little kickboxing class that you teach in a cutesy little fashion is paying off, because as I raced back into the studio, I noticed that Hotshot Scott was admiring your harder, more chiseled body. Is that a direct relation to your newfound excitement in the workout world, or what?
Sure, yes.
Have her give a flex on Terry Cam. Take off the sweatshirt.
How long have you been teaching this class now, and is it going to go on for the foreseeable future, or is there going to be a time period where you say, on this day I will stop and start doing other things on my Thursday nights?
I enjoy it. It's fun. It makes me do my cardio, so it's beneficial to me.
So because you have the responsibility of teaching the class, you know you're always going to be there.
Yes.
So that's what it takes for you to show up to an aerobics class. You have to teach the class.
Oh, man.
Well, it's a good excuse, and
Otherwise, I
it's
ain't
so
going.
easy to say, to get all lazy and stuff. Sure, it's easy to do that.
Got it.
So if you're in the instructor position, then,
If you're what?
if you're in this instructor position.
Oh,
if you're-
position. I got it, yeah.
Then you're kind of, forced to do that. So it's good.
Right.
Yeah.
Makes perfect sense.
How about
There you go. If you're having trouble keeping up with your commitment to working out, become an instructor.
Yeah.
Did you have the qualification? All right. Anyway, I'm not going to get too deep in this. Anyway.
Yes, I had to go get certified and all that.
All right, let me give something away to end this program. Let me give away pretty much all that we have on a day-to-day basis, a 3-pack of CDs. We have our prize closet slammed with all CDs that all the record labels send us on a regular basis, and they're very kind to do so. So we, in turn, give them to you. First caller. Rainbow Coalition for Life. 1-866-663 T-Man. I'm sorry I never got to Joe, who's upset that he failed his employment test because it showed up that he had marijuana in his system.
Well,
if he calls back tomorrow, we can figure something out with him. Jeanette, who was hanging on in Belmont, I apologize. Frank, he was calling back? The guy who had the bad connection? Frank, call us tomorrow with the same connection kind of thing going on. All right, Frank?
Okay, that sounds good.
You do see how much better you sound?
Oh, my gosh.
Frank, we can actually talk to you now. You understand what I'm telling you? You call us on Bluetooth.
Yeah, we're not talking about fish or anything else.
Yeah. Frank, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Sorry.
I'm here.
Yeah, I hear you. I'm sorry. I hear you very well. Almost too well. Sorry I didn't have the time. I'm sorry I ran out of time, okay?
Okay, I'll give you a call back tomorrow. I got good info for you I'd like to lay down on the radio here.
Oh, that's what we do then. That'll work out well. Okay. Just by coincidence. 1-866-663 T-Man is the number to call. First caller, a 3-pack of CDs is yours. You're on the air. Let me clear the lines. That person is really going to be pissed. The lines are now being cleared officially. Oh, geez.
Well, hello?
Yeah, now they're officially cleared.
Yeah.
Now! Let me clear them again. The first caller, starting now! Yes. 7-second delay. Is going to win.
Elusive J.
1-866-663-T-Man. And the first caller is... Who's this?
Hello?
Yeah, who's this?
Dominic?
Dominic, from where?
San Jose?
What's up, bud?
Hey, what's going on?
How you doing?
Good, how you doing?
Good. What can I do for you?
I'm in to see if I can win some CDs.
Have you ever won before on the show, Dominic? You sound familiar.
No, I haven't.
Have you ever called the show before?
Once.
To do something completely different than win something?
I was just calling in to talk about a TV show before.
What TV show? Why would you...
The lie detector show.
Oh yeah, the biggest lie, truth. What is that show called? You watch it all the time.
I do watch it.
Moment of Truth.
Moment.
We were talking about Moment of Truth one morning.
That is.
That was the only... It's what?
It's done now. It's till next season.
That's the only time you've ever called this program before in the past.
That is the only time I've ever called before.
And now, your fingers, the fastest in the West, has you in the prime spot of winning 3 CDs. Dominic, how does that sound?
Yay, Dominic.
That sounds really good, man.
That sound really good, Dominic?
Yes, it does.
That going to make your day a little extra, give a little extra kick to it, or what?
That does make my day a lot better.
Oh, a lot better. Wow, I didn't think it would go that far.
Because I've been working since 2:30 this morning.
Wow.
Oh, yeah, what do you do?
I'm a delivery. I do deliveries.
That's a weird... I mean, sometimes you do the graveyard shift. When I did the graveyard shift, I had to show up at 10:30, and my day was done at like 5 a.m.
Mm-hmm.
That's more of a... If there's any, like, true overnight standard hours, that seems... If there's any such thing as standard overnight hours, I would think mine was more on point with typical overnight hours.
Right.
But you don't know what you are. If you start work at 2:30 a.m., are you a graveyard shift? Are you the morning shift? What the hell are you?
Setting your alarm for 1:30, bad.
Or is it like third shift or something like that?
Wow, that's interesting. Well, Dominic, it sounds like a hardworking man has just had a nice little tiny moment here happen to him. Congratulations to you.
Dominic.
Thank you.
What kind of CDs can we throw your way? Anything that you want to have in that 3-pack?
The Sean Kingston CD.
Perfect.
I haven't gotten that one yet.
Easily done.
All right.
Even if we have to go out and buy it for you, I'm almost positive it's got to be somewhere in the prize closet. No problem.
All right, thank you.
Hang on the line, Dominic.
All right.
Well done.
Starting work at 2:30 in the morning is begging your employees to just try to hammer through the night and come in without any sleep. That's bad. That's a bad time to start.
That's a weird time to start.
Oh, I have to be at work in 45 minutes. Okay.
What's your favorite radio station, Dominic?
The T-Man Show on 94.9.
Oh, is that where that? Okay. Yes. Pasty, a winner. Nice guy, it sounds like.
Woo!
Dominic.
Yes.
Terry.
Yes.
Enjoy your muscles.
Oh, I will.
And I'll see you tomorrow.
The T-Man Show.